Brews show.
What is up, Brews and Ball? This is Matt,
Tim,
Guido,
and Dave, and we are going to be reviewing the Bills Ravens heartbreak, Commanders at Eagles, and then the Bills going to Chiefs Kingdom. So we're going to start with the Bills and Ravens game, and it's still not setting in. I don't understand how the Ravens beat themselves, shot themselves right in the foot from the beginning of the game.
Heartbreak in Orchard Park. That's what it is.
And who do you blame?
Harbaugh. I'm sorry, I've been thinking about this all week. And I've been thinking, like I said, everyone had a fault. Everyone had bad moments and stuff. But at this point, I'm tired of it. It's all Harbaugh. At this point, it can't be the same common denominator over and over again.
Yeah.
Yes, Lamar made mistakes. Yes, Henry made mistakes. Yes, everyone made mistakes. But Harbaugh,
Bateman ain't make no fucking mistake.
not Bateman, but like
Andrews.
Andrews. You know what I'm saying? But
wait, if you watching this, you ain't make no mistake.
yeah, but Harbaugh is just. He gets. I said this before. How many times I've said this? Whether you're down by 3 or 21, he gets tight and he gets scared and he wants to just throw the ball and not do anything that's like Raven identity.
But every game is a chess match in the playoffs. No,
He doesn't understand that.
I know, but so we can agree that every team that lost last week was a result of turnovers.
Yeah,
Yeah,
100%.
turnovers lose you games in the playoffs.
So we have Lamar with the overthrown pass. He didn't see the safety. He said that. You got Lamar with the bad snap from Linderbaum, which led to a fumble. But let's not forget earlier all season, we've seen bad snaps from Linderbaum, and Lamar
Make something work out of
he
it.
just makes it work, and he tried making it work.
Yeah.
It's just the one time, the 1% of it not working resulted in like a 50-yard return fumble.
Right.
Yeah.
And like people hating on Lamar for that fumble or whatever. It's like Lamar is our franchise quarterback. We're living and dying by how Lamar plays.
Yeah,
You know what I
pretty
mean?
much.
Like in that case, yeah, everybody's like, wow, fumble. But how many times during the season have we seen him make that same play and extend it for a big game?
And
You know what I
the
mean?
Bengals.
Yeah.
He had that bad snap, recovered, stiffed arm, whatever his name was, to the ground, and threw a touchdown to Likely.
Right.
We've seen him make them work. So it's like
Even in
But
the
he could have did it
Bills-
again, but he did.
Even in the Bills game in the playoffs, that last touchdown he had time in the pocket, and he's sitting there running around trying to make something work.
Yeah.
Touchdown, Isaiah Likely.
Right.
But like I think like the
I-
frustration people get is like you said it though. You've seen it all season where he makes it work or doesn't do it, and then in the playoffs, it's like he has good games, but he just has the wrong moment at the wrong time. If that makes sense, and it's just
And
I
honestly,
don't know what the click is kind of at this point.
And honestly, like, I don't even think that Lamar's too early turnovers really, like, yeah, it might have changed. It changed the game, but it didn't, like, put us in that
Devastating.
bad of a hole.
So the touchdown didn't lead to any points, right? The fumble led to, was it a touchdown or a field
Josh
goal?
Allen touchdown, I'm pretty sure.
Josh Allen touchdown was a 1-yard touchdown.
Right.
Yeah.
So the interception didn't lead to anything. We got the ball back. It was, I mean, the only thing it killed was our momentum.
Yeah.
It killed momentum, and also too you took because again I feel like again if you don't throw that interception though you're driving and you're scoring.
Yeah.
I don't think the Bills just stopped. So
Yeah.
you took points away from yourself too.
Right. And I mean, like,
That's where
also with the fumble as well, I think it was like a 2nd and 6 or whatever, right before the bad snap and fumble. Lamar threw a pass over the middle, right in the hands of Mark Andrews, drop. That was the first down.
Yeah.
That would that changes the whole game. We get that first down, we're handing it
doesn't
off.
fumble.
We're handing it off.
Yeah, and Lamar does not fumble that ball off of a bad snap.
And next play, fucking fumble. They take it down to the fucking 7.
Mm-hmm.
Then we go to the second half. I believe we were on the 2. After Lamar's big throw to bait,
And we decided not.
and
to
we
run
decide
the
to not run the ball 3 times.
And who makes that decision?
Say it.
Harbaugh.
That's
It's
right.
the same thing over and over again. I'm sorry, I mean,
But
wait,
wait,
again,
is
it's the same.
Is
thing.
it also Moncton though? He's
You can't keep blaming the coordinator.
Then yeah, it's on Harbaugh.
Then you can't keep blaming the coordinator every year when it's a different coordinator when it happens still.
And it's like our identity the whole year
Yes.
is Henry, Lamar. Okay, we're on the 2-yard line. I'm living and dying by Henry. I'd rather give him the ball 3 times in a row, and I'd be fine if they stuff Henry 3 times in a row.
They stuff him hats off. Like all right.
Whatever,
Yeah.
you deserve it.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Or we get to the 1 and do the sneak play with Mark Andrews, because that's worked every single time.
Yeah.
You know, we steady put ourselves in a bad position for no reason. We do this shit every year. This shit is so frustrating. And then the touchdown early in the third quarter, we go for 2.
Just again,
It's
Why-
so
yeah, why did we
early.
go for 2.
We take our points. We already had 2 turnovers. We need our points.
We take those points and then we score that last second goal or touchdown. Bro, we kick a field goal. It's a tied game. We didn't have to go for 2 points. Then.
Yeah.
Like it would have been that would have been an OT game.
I don't
and
think
we would have had a different outcome.
I don't think anybody accounted for the Bills to completely shut down in the second half. Like
Yeah,
they
they
did
were-
not.
they did nothing.
care.
Would they have
6 total points.
6 total points.
Yeah.
And they were in the fourth quarter.
I think they blew the load in like the first quarter alone because
Yeah,
they were getting through the O line so fast. Like I don't blame Henry. He was getting stopped before the line of scrimmage.
yeah.
Right.
Like they made it a mission that first quarter. Like, hey, look, first time we played y'all this year, you broke off a 90-some yard touchdown. We're not gonna let you beat us that way again.
Mhm.
And
Then
then they got out.
fired.
Yeah, and they got out physical the first quarter.
But see, that's
Which is
that's
weird to me.
supposed to be our game plan is let Henry wear down a defense. So then fourth quarter is when he comes out and it's like you can't stop him. Where did that game plan go? Because Henry had 16 rushes. And the saddest part is he was beating down these teams. Justice Hill was coming in and breaking off a nice run, Lamar taking off. So it was working. But why did we not keep the same intensity? And I feel like we tried to not out physical them. The first half, it was like we're supposed to be the most physical team.
And the thing
Bills
is,
are punching us.
their
in the mouth.
linemen are small.
They're small.
Like they're like my size.
That
They
shit's
are
crazy.
small dudes.
Yeah.
Like they're not run stoppers.
And one thing that frustrates me is that we have Lamar Jackson, the best quarterback on the fucking planet. Regardless of whoever's in the fucking playoffs right now, Lamar is the fucking best. We did not run no read option, no nothing to get him involved.
Now he did break off a couple to try and get away.
Right, but that's not no design read options or reading the defenders or anything with Derek. We got Derrick Henry and Lamar Jackson last week against the Steelers.
Yeah.
Bro, Lamar was going crazy off
Killed
the
him,
read
yeah.
option. At least keep them on their toes. We did not try it not one time.
Because Harbaugh wants to get cute, change the game plan last second so the Bills aren't prepared. We've heard this scenario year in and year out where you go into a game and you make a team seem like they're not prepared because you changed the game plan. He cannot keep changing the game plan. What was our record this year? 12-5?
Yeah.
We were first in the AFC North. We took the North. We beat the Steelers at home.
Top scoring offense.
We get to go into Buffalo. We already beat the brakes off of them with the same game plan we used against the Steelers in the playoffs. Why don't we just keep it?
It works.
Harbaugh is the common denominator.
Every fucking year. It's like, I don't even fucking know, dude. It's so frustrating, bro. And like, I've been saying this since Lamar's rookie year. Lamar's the reason why Harbaugh still has the fucking job.
Absolutely.
So let's keep it real. Harbaugh has been blessed over the last 15 years with generational talent.
Mm-hmm.
and generational play, and not generational, but like elite play.
Yeah.
That
He
saved
got
his-
carried by Ray Lewis and Ed Reed.
Yep. Then got carried by Joe in the playoffs, and that offense with Anquan, Ray Rice, all them guys. Now you have Lamar. What? Real quick on the Harbaugh topic, like people destroy Nick Sirianni for not doing anything well. Like he's not offensive minded or defensive minded. He just does good with coordinators.
Yeah.
What does Harbaugh do well as a coach? Just as an individual coach, besides hiring possibly.
Throw bad challenge flags.
Like he's not offensively mind. He's not doesn't have a great
He's a
offensive
special teams
mind.
coach.
Yeah, and it, like even with like
But he is good. One thing I give him, he's a good locker room coach.
Man, fuck that
that's-
shit,
but-
bro.
no, you know what
You
Harbaugh
need a
is,
team that still is a family, and that is one thing he does well. But
Bro.
that's it.
bro.
I think that comes from the organization itself,
Uh,
though.
It's a part of it.
Every
Ravens
player-
have a
every
standard, though.
player-
yeah.
Ravens have a
Yes.
standard
A part of
regardless,
it.
I think.
But how many times have we seen
Well,
Harbaugh
Brian
come in the
Billick,
locker
it was
room
the same
dancing,
way.
and our team is loving it? They're feeding off the energy. That's the only thing I will say. He's a good
He's
team.
the
Bro,
players coach.
He's
We're
a
gonna-
bank
He's a
robber.
players.
He's
We're-
stealing money from the bank. right
We're
Yeah.
a good team. Us winning is gonna build momentum,
Yeah.
Regardless.
family, whatever. Regardless, like people know the standard. It's not the coaches that set the standard with the Ravens. It's been the players in the past, in the history of.
You know how
That's,
many?
that's who built this.
You know how many coaches would kill to have Lamar Jackson right now, even though they wrote him off as a wide receiver in the draft?
now.
So you got Sean McVay. How many Super Bowls if he would have won if he had Lamar Jackson in this team? He
would
probably
go
would have had 2 or 3.
He would
Honestly,
go nuts.
Andy Reid. We'd be talking about a 6-peat.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Thanks.
Who else?
You can throw a bunch of names like
Kyle Shanahan, Matt LaFleur.
Mhm.
Like all these coaches that are
Mike McDonald. I have better hopes
Yeah.
than fucking Mike McDonald. Like I was saying this last year when we lost the AFC Championship. I've been saying Harbaugh needs to get the fuck out of here.
it's
I thought
not
he was
even
gonna bring
been out.
Mike McDonald in.
If
I
they
thought
would
we
have
were going
taken
to.
him
should've.
and did what Bruce Arians
Yep.
did and go up in the office and kind of oversee everything because he's going to pick an house staff and shit like that.
Yeah.
So that's what he would have been doing probably
Mhm.
and overseeing everything the head coach that is below him doing. He wouldn't be calling the shit in the game.
Right.
So Mike McDonald, he would be calling the stuff in the game, and we all saw last year what McDonald could do and how he had to shut the best defense.
They were
The
compared to
second best
2000
defense the Ravens have ever seen in their 20 plus years of playing.
Right.
at one point they were averaging less than 14 points a game towards the end of the season.
That's
Yeah.
insane.
Like that's a record of that's a success rate. You can't lose that way.
Yeah.
It makes it impossible.
Well-
And I'm tired of hearing people say, "Who you getting better than Harbaugh?" Just try something different at this point.
Yeah.
You can't keep doing the same thing over and over again and expecting the shit's going to magically change.
Well, Harbaugh's contract is up. Was it this year, next year? He made a post
I don't
talking
think
about,
coming
whatever
back.
happens. He's blessed with what he has.
Yeah.
That is the time. Do not extend.
I don't think he's
Move
coming
him
back.
up.
Even
him
if
take a
he
line
wins a
role.
Super Bowl as last year, I don't think they extend him.
I mean, if he wins the Super
He's
Bowl,
been-
probably
Super Bowl.
extend him.
He's
They're
been in the
extending him.
league way too long as a
But
head coach.
if he wins the Super Bowl, they're extending him.
So the longest tenured head coaches right now are John Harbaugh and Mike Tomlin. I don't know. Pete Carroll's not. He's the oldest, but I don't
He's
think he's the longest
I
tenured
don't think he is.
because he just got the coaching job at Las Vegas.
Yeah.
But there's no way they let him go if they win the Super Bowl next year. There's no way.
I don't know, dude.
How do you justify it?
Yeah, that'd
That-
be.
I mean,
Bruce Arians won a Super Bowl and went up in office.
Yeah, but Baltimore's not doing that. We ain't even let that man walk, and he ain't even got him to the Super Bowl.
and he's had 2 Super Bowls in his career here, even though one was forever ago. It's going to be hard to justify how much team success.
I don't
he
think
had when he was
Harbaugh wasn't with us.
there. Was he not? He was a
Not
coach for
2000.
2012. Yeah, he was.
Mhm.
It was him against his brother.
The
No, you
2012
said-
one, but
Yeah, I'm talking about 2. So if he gets
You
one
said
next
two.
year, it'd be 2.
Oh,
okay.
okay. Yeah. I thought you meant he had.
Yeah,
to.
that had to. But I'm
I
saying
was
like
gonna say,
next year, if he
I think
gets
it's
2,
2000, he was working with
No.
Andy Reid.
Yeah, he was
But-
in Philly.
if he gets one next year, that'd be 2 in his career as a head coach with
Yeah.
the Ravens. You're in the top of the AFC North every year. You're in the playoffs almost
Right.
every year. It's going to be kind of hard. You have a Tomlin situation where it's like, yeah, you're tired of seeing a 500 win season every year, but it's like you can't.
Yeah.
You're guaranteed a 500 win season every year.
Bro, anybody can get a 500,
hard.
Everybody's
500
guaranteed
average.
Lamar.
Yeah.
Right, that's what I'm saying. You can throw fucking
Yeah.
whoever you want in
You
the
can
head
get
coaching
Lamar-
position. You're going to get a 500 wins,
Exactly.
500 percentage season with the Ravens and Lamar and with Henry. Like that's a given. But when it's the playoffs is the difference. The coaching matters. Like
Yeah.
the reason why the Chiefs are so successful when the Chiefs clearly aren't playing their best is because of Andy Reid's coaching. You know what I mean? It's not all on the players. It's coaching.
Yeah.
Well, look at Kyle Shanahan, for example, too, man. It's like, why are they always so competitive no matter what quarterback they have at the helm? Offensive-minded genius,
Yeah.
you know?
But I can't skip over how, like, I love Andrews like everybody, bro. But I mean, you can't. This shit is unacceptable, bro. Like, it's unacceptable. Over the course of his Ravens tenure, we've seen he has a drop issue, bro.
Yeah. No,
Like,
he does.
he makes some crazy catches, don't get me wrong, but he
When you need
also
him most is when he drops.
right. It's in this league, we can't afford that. That's why you're getting paid millions and millions of dollars to fucking catch the ball.
He's a leader on our team.
Like, there's no room for the inconsistencies on the big stage. Like, plenty of times, even like during the regular season, he'll have some stupid ass drops that are like, what? And then he'll come back and make one-handed catches, head top people. But then you go into the playoffs and can't catch over the middle catches. You can't catch
He's always with.
2-point conversions right in your fucking gut.
I don't think.
And
Mark
I don't
Andrews has ever had a touchdown in the playoffs.
I don't understand the bash on Lamar with that 2-point conversion play either. I think they're just doing it because it's Lamar and the media.
They have to blame the quarterback.
Right, they got to blame the quarterback, but people are like, "Oh, it was a bad ball. It was a bad
No, it
ball."
wasn't.
Bro,
It
hit it
was
right in
not.
his chest.
It
Like-
was a soft. It was a soft ball to his hands.
Yeah, it wasn't a bad ball. I don't.
It was
like
a
I said, I
great
don't blame
ball.
Lamar either on that one, but I maybe put a little more blame on Harbaugh too, because I don't know if that was the right play to call too.
I don't think it was.
Because you have one of the most electrifying, most mobile quarterbacks of all time, and you're pushing them right.
You're
And
keeping
forcing
him
him-
half of.
And you made
Right.
everyone.
Yeah, you
go
made everyone
right.
go right, so you're
Everyone
limiting
went
his
right.
options to the kind
Yeah.
of what he can do. You know, I feel like if you would have just stayed a little bit under center on that play, and now you have both sides of the field. You have Henry's a check as well. You got whoever you want to run it across.
Mhm.
You got so many options. When you run that route, you know you're going to Andrews too.
Yeah.
Right,
You know it's 100% going to. I just thought it was a bad
Why?
play.
and like I mean that 2-point play. I mean, it wasn't a bad play. It was executed perfectly.
Yeah, it was executed. I just think it was
Bateman
wrong
came
time.
across the middle, set like it wasn't a pick, but he basically picked him. You know,
Mhm.
made Mark Andrews get open like that, and with that game on the line,
Just
with
gotta
that
catch
ball
it.
to his chest, you just got to catch it, bro, and that changes the whole game. When we wouldn't be talking about the 2 turnovers. We wouldn't talk about the Mark Andrews fumble. We wouldn't be talking about any of this shit if that 2-point play happened.
Well, now you just that again. Just take another step backward. If Harbaugh just takes the points and doesn't get nervous in that one play, you don't talk about anything.
Right, and they
That,
had
that fumble doesn't even. I mean,
Yep.
that drop doesn't even happen.
right.
You know, and who knows? You might have still gone for 2, but a different way. That time you might have won the game versus tying.
How many pass attempts did Lamar have?
25 attempts. He was 18 for 25.
Yeah.
Which is not bad.
254
No,
yards.
it's not bad.
It's not bad.
He had
Yeah.
over 250 yards.
Yeah.
Passing.
I-
He fucking balled.
He balled,
Right.
but the
in
problem
the
is
second half
yeah.
of the game.
the problem is it's just like again, and it's just Lamar makes them small mistakes once the playoff happens, like, and they're more major once it happens in the playoffs versus the regular season.
Right.
You know, you can't turn the ball over no matter what time of the game or no matter
Exactly.
what point of the game, no matter how many points are lost or given. It's a momentum thing. You know,
That's
you
why
make
these-
the other team feel confident.
That's why
Right.
these teams that are in the championship right now, the AFC and NFC, they didn't turn the ball over last week.
Nope.
Right.
Not a single one of them.
Well, I saw like my one buddy was telling me at work too. Another stat interesting about the Bills is that they've created the most turnovers and given the least amount of turnovers all
Yeah.
season too.
And
That's how you win football games.
one thing that pissed me off is like, who's the Bills coach?
McDermott.
McDermott will stay true to his faith and run the read option with Josh Allen and everything like that. And then it's like, Harbs, we got a generational talent and we don't stick to the game plan. Fucking Henry has 20 carries a game on average, more than that.
Yeah.
And fucking he gets 16.
16 touches for 84 yards. Man, they should have fed that man off.
And,
And-
the craziest thing too is like there was games this year we talked about where they didn't run it and you lost some games and Dude, Henry could have been in the conversation for the breaking the rushing record this year.
All
He was
five-
only 100, like I think 150 yards short,
yeah,
where he had games with 12 or 13.
because
10
all 5
carries.
of our losses are because Derrick Henry didn't get 20 plus carries.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean,
Yeah.
we got 2 wins where he didn't get it, so it's kind of like, okay, it's not all that bad because they did win a couple games.
Yeah. I mean,
but
we won
all of
last
our
year without
losses have a common denominator
Right.
of Henry not touching the rock.
And everything flows better off the run.
Yeah.
Like, it's
We are a
it's
run
like-
first team.
Right.
Why are we passing straight out the gate?
Now I will say that first drive was beautiful. That first drive we had when we went down and scored, I was like,
Well, even with that
we
one
are
too.
here.
Even with that one too. Was that the drive where Henry missed that?
He
dropped that
He
pass.
dropped the pass.
And again, I'm not blaming Henry for the game, but again, that's a crucial thing too because you hit him in the hands of open space. He's getting another 40, 50 yards,
Yeah.
and
Who knows
like,
what he could have did with that? Yeah, he could have
Yeah.
one stiff arm, but he's in the end zone.
and that's the first drive, and it's kind of like the first game against Buffalo, whereas like, it could have been like if you would have catch that, ran for like 50 yards, whether a touchdown or just a dominant run, Buffalo Bills defense might be saying, "Oh damn, here we go again." And now your
And
confidence is gone.
I'm not a big fan of us throwing to Derrick Henry. Leave that to Justice Hill.
Yeah.
Like, I get he gets if when he catches that ball, if he gets a 5-yard start to run, okay, it's like handing him the ball.
Yeah.
But when he's just catching it and trying to turn, he has no momentum. He's got to immediately try to break a tackle. And in that case, I mean, he's not sure hands. He's not like Justice Hill's our receiving back, not
Right.
Derrick Henry. So when he threw that and he dropped it, I was like, just run the ball, bro. Stop trying to be cute.
He was wide open too, and he would have if he would have caught it, he would have.
Wide open.
And why he was
Gone.
wide open, and that play was a result of the offensive line failing and Lamar having to get out of the pocket.
Right.
O line was a huge issue that game.
The second half, they stepped it up.
They
Our
did
team
step
was
it
a
up.
completely different team the second half.
We completely outperformed them. Josh Allen even said on the championship presser that the Bills got outperformed by the Ravens, but the turnovers are costly.
Well, I mean, it makes those offense easier when they get it on the 40 on the other side or the 50.
Yeah.
You know,
They
if
don't
I
have
talk
to
about
do
how
much.
bad the Ravens defense
They had-
did, I'm like, you can't really.
The Ravens
First
defense
half,
didn't
I
play
thought they
that.
played. I thought they played good because the first half. What do you want them to do?
They played for what
Just-
they had to play
yeah.
against. They had to play against a rolling Josh Allen at the time.
And I saw a lot of people not blame, but put blame on the defense for that game as
No,
well.
I don't
What
blame
do you
there's
think
no
is
blame
zero
on the
blame?
defense.
And one thing I'd say is what the first drive, like after we came down first drive, scored on that Bateman touchdown, they came back and scored as well. But that was the only score. That was the only touchdown that they had the whole game that they had to drive the whole field.
Yeah.
And that was that. The other points that they got was
Damn, you're in the
from
red zone.
giving them
Started.
field position.
Yeah.
The whole second half, we had them on lock. Like
Yeah.
they could not drive down the whole field and score. And if they did, I mean, to end the second half, they had a bullshit on PI calling Tre'Davious White, where I think that should have been
Yes.
offensive
Even,
PI,
even the
or a no
people
call at
upstairs
least,
said it was a no call.
Yeah.
right? And then what's funny is that these NFL officiating X accounts, they find fucking who was it a linebacker for the hip drop tackle, fined him $16,000,
No call
but it was no call.
Yeah, and then they did the head-to-head
on Marlowe,
Marlon Humphrey unnecessary roughness.
Right.
They fined him what 45,000.
which I still think is BS
Yeah,
because at that
45,000.
time he was running the ball.
And how do
Josh Allen had the ball tucked and was
Yeah.
lowering his body
And
to brace for
You're
impact.
you're a runner at that point.
and also it's
They
funny
changed the
how
rules, man.
you hear Marlon Humphrey gets fined $45,000 for the hit on Josh Allen, but the one linebacker guy for a hip drop tackle on Lamar, he gets fined $16,000.
And hip
What's the
drops are-
fucking difference?
Hip drops are illegal and banned
What?
from the league.
What like
There's not a
you?
difference.
It's like in my opinion, it's bigger. It's bigger than everything. They got an agenda against Lamar, bro. They don't give him no fucking calls. They throw him out to the fucking wolves every year.
Yo, that hip drop was like 5
That
yards out
hip
of
drop-
bounds. It wasn't
Bro,
close.
that
to
hip
being.
drop was on the Ravens sideline or the Bills sideline.
They were behind players waiting. To
They
get
were
them to get,
behind the
like-
white.
Yeah, that shit's
If that was Patrick Mahomes, the U.S. Marshals are coming on the field and arresting the bro.
Bro's
locking
getting-
him
he's
up.
getting dragged out and handcuffed.
Get
100%.
that player is most likely getting ejected
Yeah.
from the game.
But also, one thing I wanted to touch on that Mark Andrews fumble. What was that boy doing? We've seen the footage where there's like 4 Bills defenders around him.
Why
My
didn't he
man
turn
still
around?
had green grass at
Yeah.
the. He's like
Right.
at the 30-yard line. Like, bro, just run straight.
Bro, north to south.
My
Yeah.
This man went east to west.
Like,
Yeah.
why? You're not even
Like, I
like
understand
that.
you're a big dude, but you're a big dude. Like you can't cut like Zay Flowers can.
Right.
Don't to go north to south. You're a big dude. And I get what he was trying to do. He was trying to run over the defender.
But still, he was
I
running
don't
the-
get that.
He was
But
running
I
the
don't-
ball
I don't
security.
get it because just play the down. We talked about it too. It's the playoffs is completely different.
Yeah.
You know, I'm
gotta
not saying
play
play.
safe.
Yeah, I don't even want to say safe. You just got to play.
You gotta
You
protect
can't
the
take
ball.
Yeah, you can't take super big chances. You know, you played it down. You got the first down.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
What was that, like a
Unless you're-
25, 30-yard completion?
Yeah.
Yeah.
just take the down and go into like Michael Irvin was talking about it. I think on Speak, just play the down.
Well, and not even that.
Don't
All
always
right.
try to play Super Bowl.
Say he breaks that first tackle. There were still 3 more defenders right there.
What are you getting?
So
Extra
how-
3 more yards?
Yeah, like what are
Yeah,
you fighting
like,
for?
you already got the first down.
Yeah.
Just keep it rolling.
Ridiculous.
So what I noticed throughout the season, I'm gonna start with the beginning of the season. There's actually only 2 points to this. Ravens, Chiefs, week 1.
Mhm.
What the game end on?
Isaiah Likely's big toe.
A 2-point conversion that failed.
Mhm.
What the season end on?
2-point
A
conversion.
2-point conversion that failed. It's heartbreaking.
We live or die by the 2-point. What the hell?
And
It's heartbreaking.
And I'm saying, in this off season, we need to
Never run 2 points again.
never run. Well, yeah, that and keep Likely. Likely is the most consistent tight end that
So
we have.
Mark and Isaiah Likely, their contract years are next year. So this year they're good for their contract wise,
Right.
but they're both due for an extension the following year. So who do you keep?
You're extending Likely.
You
You
extend
do
Likely.
extend Likely.
Yeah,
I mean, he's
regardless
done-
of performance and everything, too. You just from a age factor and all that stuff too.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. I mean, Likely, he's a dog. He's hungry. I feel
He
like
put up 73 yards off 4 catches in that game.
He balled
What a
with
touchdown. Yeah.
Why do you not target you? You had the dude that brought in the tight touchdown, right?
Mhm.
And then you throw to the guy who fumbled and dropped the ball 3 times.
like why?
Mhm.
And the funny thing is,
Like I understand it's
Likely
security
just
blanket, but
um,
jeez.
he made that touchdown catch. Why not? I mean, the last drive, Mark Andrews just botched that fucking drive entirely when we
The
had the
hot
momentum
hand.
going down there.
Yeah.
Feed the hot hand.
Yes.
What and then Harbaugh will say some dumbass shit like, "Oh, that would have boosted his confidence." Fuck that, bro. This is for the season. I'm not giving a fuck about how you feel.
And that's where that
But then
players coach scenario comes in.
right.
And that's where the Harbaugh thing comes in too. We're talking about, right? He's worried about boosting someone's confidence more than almost
We're
winning.
calling the best game, the best play, and that's where it's hard, dude.
right.
You can blame 18 different players, different things, different instances of that game. I'm getting rid of all that now. It's all Harbaugh. Harbaugh's getting all the blame at this
My
point.
thing is,
because
even
it's
with
the
all-
same thing over and over again.
With all them turnovers, it was still only a 2-point game.
Yeah.
Like, we were still in it. We outplayed them. We just turned the damn ball over.
The Bills probably fought the first game, like the first half. Like we don't even have to play to win.
Yeah.
Really. Like again, offensively, like you said to me, you only had one drive.
I mean, they weren't even playing their offensive game. They were like, all right, well, they're going to keep giving us
Yeah.
the ball at our own
Yeah.
red zone.
Yeah, they're
We're
just going to
gonna-
hand it off or do 5-yard little dink passes or
Yeah.
8-yard dink passes.
It was like, I mean, they only had maybe 2 drives where they were actually like driving the field. Other than that, it was just kind of like, all right, if we don't turn the ball over and we just kind of manage our position on the field right now and put up some points, we can do this all game. Like, all right, they're just going to give us points. We'll take them.
The Bills gave the Ravens the gun, and the Ravens aimed for themselves. Like,
it
they
backfired.
used the whole
Like,
clip on themselves.
they tricked them. They jammed up and it just shot back at them.
It's just so painful that every year it's self-inflicting wounds.
Mhm.
It's always self-inflicting wounds. I don't know. What do y'all think? Which game hurt more for you guys? The AFC Championship with Zay Flowers on the goal line fumble,
That hurt.
or the
I did-
2-point conversion?
I don't hold the Day Flowers fumble
On Zay.
too hard.
Right,
I don't think it was. He was trying to make a play.
right.
It's
And if
was
you
the
made it,
end
that's
of
a
the
hell of a
game.
play.
You
Right.
got to make a play.
Yeah.
And
But also that comes.
who was it? McDuffie? No, it wasn't McDuffie.
I don't know.
Whoever punched it out, perfect football IQ.
That was
That was
That was a
crazy.
beautiful punch out.
That was the best forced fumble I've seen probably ever.
Right.
Both diving in and he just
Yeah,
in air
and he
punched that ball
Bang!
perfectly.
Like punched it right out.
I would say that loss hurts a lot more just because of
Oh yeah,
the
you're so
the
close to the
stage.
not even just
championship.
the stage. It's just like everything. Like, and we talk about the defense, man. That's the type of defense you're not going to see very
That
often.
was
that
the
year, and it's-
defense you would see in history books.
Yeah, and
if
it's
they win a Super Bowl.
But also at the same time, I think this one hurts more just because we had a better team than that
Yeah.
championship team.
Yeah.
I think.
You got Derrick Henry.
yeah, 100% offensive.
We got a healthier
defense.
offense.
Yeah,
We got a healthier offense. We got fucking Derrick Henry. We got Lamar passing the best he's ever fucking passed.
Lamar is at his peak right now.
Yeah.
We didn't even have Zay Flowers and Bateman and company
Yep.
are doing their thing. And then Zay would have came back in the championship if we win this game against the Bills.
I don't know.
He would have.
I don't. He's getting knee surgery now.
He would have played through it if that championship
No.
was on. the
I
line.
think
I don't think so.
I think he might have played.
I think he
might have played.
Bro,
before the game, they had him out there warming up. He was
He-
in full gear
Yeah.
warming up, trying to see him get out there.
And he was
It's the
running
offseason.
crazy drills at practice on Thursday too. Like
They
very
were
intense
trying to
running
get
drills.
him out there.
Yeah.
It's the off season, so he got nothing.
Now
to-
it's the time to get
like
his
now's the
surgery
time
done.
to all right, whatever, I can afford to do this. But I know, like, just knowing Zay and the player that he is and the heart that he has for the game,
He wanted that.
he I promise you he would want to play.
Plus,
I mean,
you have
you wanna
and
play,
great
but-
players like that. Play
I think he would have played.
You risk like we don't know. We were told it was a knee sprain. We don't know what's actually wrong with him. Nobody
The
knows
Ravens-
besides the Ravens.
the Ravens never tell what's
Right.
actually going on.
So him needing surgery now does not. It's not a knee sprain. It's something else.
Right.
So if he goes in and plays that game and completely like tears his meniscus or ACL, that's it. He's out for the rest of the year, for the rest of next year.
No.
He doesn't come back till the end of next year.
But David,
Did that get you? To
I'm
the
not
defense?
worried. Like, bro, he's not thinking about next year. He's thinking about
Yeah.
winning now. It's not about
I
next
understand.
year.
There's no guarantee
But-
next year you're gonna be in
Great.
the same
Fucking next
spot.
year, we're here now.
Like-
Let's
like-
win now. I'm
like-
putting it all on the line right now.
Like, God forbid the defense plays all next year the way they did the first 4 games of the year. Or God forbid Derrick Henry gets hurt next. There's so many things that could change the team next year. You might not. What if the Steelers somehow get a quarterback? Actually, you know what I'm saying. What if Cincinnati actually runs a proper defense all year?
I
It's
do
like-
think Cincinnati will be a problem next year after their defensive coordinator signing.
That's what I'm saying. So it's
Yeah.
like, again, you see players play with broken bones and stuff all the time. I get it's
Yeah.
different from a tear and
No,
stuff, but
I
it's like
understand that.
when you're that type of player and you're a main focal point for a team, not a second guy or a third guy, you're gonna break yourself if you're in the chance
Yeah.
to win that big game.
Well, we saw that in. I don't know if you guys saw it, but we saw that in the AFC Championship game. It was Titans versus Ravens when the Ravens won the 2000 Super Bowl. Eddie George?
Mhm.
He was playing with a broken arm.
Right.
Yeah.
His carrying arm at that.
Ray
So
Lewis
that's
in the
why-
2012
that's-
season played with a torn tricep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like, also like, even if we would have won this game against the Bills and Zay would have played, even though he's like 50%, 75 dealing with an injury, he was sprinting and shit during the Bills warm up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was trying to
And
get out there.
just Zay Flowers being on the field and the
Changed
Ravens
it.
not telling like his whole ordeal or whatever, the Chiefs are, or whoever's winning, or the Chiefs, the Chiefs, they're thinking, okay, Zay Flowers is on the field. That's another threat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'd rather have Zay not get no
Run-
balls thrown to him, but he's
Let him run
running
that motion.
running motions, taking a guy all on a streak. He doesn't really got to do too much, but he's still a threat in their eyes.
And then in like the Bills game situation, you have Zay out there just doing the same thing. They probably don't load the box up as much for Henry, and Henry's not getting stopped at behind the line of scrimmage.
Right.
Like almost use Zay as I don't want to say a decoy, but like
a
decoy.
In that
game.
instance when
And
he
I
was
don't-
injured.
Yeah,
So
in
then
that
you
game
use it-
specifically, that would have helped.
You use them as a decoy. I don't think the Bills corners have a high enough IQ to know that he's hurt
Right.
either, because they're all not starting corners in the NFL.
But why risk it? Even if you do have the high IQ, why are you gonna like say, well, he's hurt, I'm not gonna pay that much attention?
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? You still
He's
got
still going to throw
like
a ball
a
to him.
time-
He's going to
yeah.
still catch it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So even if it's like a motion for a 5-yard, like maybe a 5-yard in and out route,
yeah.
you're still gonna get. They're not gonna be like, oh, we know he's hurt, we're gonna let him do whatever he
Right.
wants.
Yeah.
That's one less guy that they're adding help to, but getting that pressure on to Henry before the line of scrimmage.
But we didn't use Derrick Henry.
No, but I meant the beginning of the game.
Even without Zay, we didn't use Derrick Henry.
No, the first 4 or 5. No, we had like 4 or 5 carries in the first half where he got stopped at the line or before the line. That's probably why they stopped using him.
You don't stop using Derrick Henry, though.
But I'm just telling you, that's probably why they did it. But if you have Zay out there, they're not stopping that early because they're not adding all that pressure on the rush.
What have the Titans done for years with Derrick Henry? Just keep running him.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Right. They had nobody else to use.
You guys remember the AFC, what was it, the divisional round?
Yeah.
Where we lost. No, it was the wild card game. We lost to the Titans. And why? It was because of that last run by Derrick Henry. Our defense was dog fucking tired.
But bro, I keep telling you, it doesn't matter because Harbaugh gets scared if it's 3 points or 21 points. It doesn't matter what it is. He could be down. Dude, I had this whole analogy. I was talking to this guy at work, right? Where it was like, you go down by 3. You go up to Lamar and be like, hey, Lamar, I don't know what to do. You need to get some points here because if you get another 3 more points, we're really screwed if we're down by 6 because I don't know how to coach.
Yeah.
Like, it's the truth. Like, Harbaugh is only relevant for being Lamar's biggest cheerleader at this point.
Right.
That's a true statement. That's not hating or nothing. Yeah. Literally, he lets Lamar run the whole entire offense for the most part. Like, when he's on, like, call the changes while he's on the field. And as soon as things don't start working, all right, Lamar, I want you to do it this way, even though I have not coached an offense all year long.
Bro, then and that's what I'm saying is like
you need an offensive head mind coach.
On a declining Joe Flacco in 2018 when we drafted Lamar, like I remember specifically, John Harbaugh was on the chopping block. Like his ass was gonna be fired, bro. Lamar saved his ass by putting him in midseason. We go 6-1, changed our whole trajectory. I think we were like 6-5 at the time. Joe Flacco was playing like ass. Yeah. We put Lamar in against the Bengals, and he takes off 6-1 to end the season and go to the wild card round. And then they're like, "Oh, John Harbaugh, la la la, yeah, extend him."
I think I got lucky too.
And then it's just Lamar, like.
And Harbaugh got lucky too. He's isn't it too? Like I don't think I gotta remember. It's been a while. Did Harbaugh willingly make that change, or did Flacco get hurt around that time? And
I think Flacco got hurt.
Yeah, so I think like Harbaugh would have never made that change and kept doing the whole bullshit. Where like you remember seeing Flacco lined up and then Lamar out on a wide out position, getting the ball thrown to him.
They were playing with him.
Yeah, they would have. I think Harbaugh would have done that all year long, and he would have been gone. At that point, he would have been gone. Like I said, honestly, Joe getting hurt kind of saved Lamar, Harbaugh's career too. Yeah. I don't think he would have put Lamar in that starting, especially if you're 6-5, and if you're still somewhat fighting for something.
Right.
I don't know if he was going to be like, "Hey, I'm a risk," without knowing what Lamar is yet.
Yeah.
On my job on that, because a lot of coaches pay to keep their job now too. Yeah, like they coach to keep their job, not development anymore.
And that's when all of a sudden it flipped. He goes 6-1, makes a playoff appearance. And John Harbaugh's, oh my goodness, Lamar.
Yeah.
Lamar, saving grace, blah, 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 blah. And then Lamar's just him. He's going to do his thing regardless. I mean, the player that he is, he's going to continuously get better every year. And then it's like, of course, they have no choice to build around him because Flacco's outdated and he's the first round pick that we picked with. Yeah, so it's like, we got to roll with him.
Yeah.
And I don't even think, when we seen Lamar coming in and after his rookie season or whatever MVP season, we didn't think his ceiling was going to be that high passing that like it is now.
Oh yeah, agreed.
You're talking about his rookie season after we saw his rookie season,
right?
Because I was about to say his MVP season, we saw him lead the league in touchdowns, passing touchdowns.
Right.
Yeah. So he went through a NFL offseason mechanic change.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He used a coach that Tom Brady's very familiar with, who changed his game too.
Okay.
Which after that season, after that MVP season, we seen Lamar kind of fall off a little bit, and I think it's because he stopped like messing around with that type of deal because he was like, "All right, I just led the league in passing touchdowns. Like I'm him, you know." Right. So he had the second unanimous MVP season ever. He goes in, does that, plays 2 more years, gets hurt both years, has an MVP season, which is kind of controversial last year, but he still got it.
Yeah.
He got it.
Right.
This year, he got it.
Yeah. 100%. He already got it. They already
you got a 3-time MVP, and you got a coach that's holding him back.
Right.
Well, they already announced it, Bees. Did you see that viral clip going around of one of the PL owners for this bank?
Yeah.
They already got their tickets, and it already shows Lamar Jackson as MVP on next year's
Yeah, I seen that.
Yeah, I don't know how actual
Well,
legitimately
usually
it is.
Usually,
I haven't
the
seen
first
Bank put it
All-Pro-
out though.
I haven't seen the bank put it out itself, but the bank might not want to put it out. They might not supposed to. They might have accidentally sent them tickets out like that to where they weren't even supposed to.
Well, the
Agreed.
first team All-Pro quarterback usually
Usually
gets the
gets
MVP.
Right.
There's only been, I think, one time, and that was in like 1950
Yeah.
that they didn't get it.
Do you think there's any chance that they try to do a co-MVP this year?
They could. They
Like,
could.
was
It
that-
had
what year-
it's
Was it
been
what,
done
what year
before.
was it? What year was that? Was that McNabb and who else?
It wasn't McNabb.
Was it McNabb? I thought it was.
McNabb has never been
Not
an
McNabb. Why would I
MVP
say McNabb?
nominated
Why would I say
quarterback ever.
Who's the
Brett
team?
Favre.
Was it Brett Favre?
I think it was Brett Favre, and
I forgot what running back. I just looked
It
it
was
up
a
the other
running
day.
was it Marshall Falk?
No.
I have no
I think it
clue.
was Marshall Falk.
There were 3 co-MVPs in the 60s, 97, and 04.
Look up 04. That was the last one. It was Brett Favre and somebody else.
That was Peyton Manning, Steve McNair.
Steve McNair.
That's
No,
what I was right.
Then what's the one before?
Wait, no, it wasn't. Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was.
No,
Yeah, it
Steve
was.
McNair.
Oh, yeah, he did win it.
Yo, because the
He did
season
win it.
That's what I was mixing it because I
Bro.
was thinking Steve McNair when I said McNair.
Who was
What's the one
97? Who was
before?
97?
Yeah, when it was Favre and a
Bro,
running back.
because fucking I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, Steve
Brett Favre,
McNair got that
Barry
co-MVP.
Sanders.
Barry.
Steve McNair got that co-MVP, and then the following year he got killed by his girlfriend or whatever.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure because he just came off a season. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, but
went
he
to
didn't
the-
get it with the Ravens. He was with the Titans when he got the MVP.
Yeah.
right
And I think he played one or two seasons with the Ravens after that.
before he got killed.
Yeah, because he led the Ravens to their highest win total. It was like 13 and 3 that season.
Okay.
Because he played
All right,
great.
he's
Yeah,
Steve
he
McNair.
Yeah, he
played,
played like MVP quarterback.
he played great still.
Real shit.
All right.
I did.
All right,
let's wrap this
so
up.
we got Ravens Bills. We're obviously all heartbroken and we're coping. So let's move on to Bills and Chiefs. With the way the Bills played last week, I don't think they survived.
I don't think they played the same as they did last week too, though.
But
I think they kind of got comfortable in the first half because they didn't have to do much
We
because
gave
of it.
them
Yeah, so
everything
it's
they
like
needed.
it's like when you play we've all played any type of sports before.
Mm.
Like when you play like a team where they're kind of beating themselves like in the first half, you don't really try. I don't want to say try, but your level of execution and attention drops a lot.
You're
throughout the
not. You're
game.
not going for shot plays.
You're not going for shot plays. You're just going for not losing the game.
Right.
I think if, for example, if the Chiefs don't make them mistakes in that first half, I think you're going to see a different Bills team as well next week. These are going to have to be a different Bills team this week.
They are going to have to be.
Yeah.
And I think, I really think Josh Allen's going to have to play Superman,
I don't.
and he's going to turn the ball over. We're going to see last year's Josh Allen. I really do think so.
I don't think he's going to have to be Superman to win that game. I'm going to be completely honest.
And
I don't know.
I think
And-
you play the way you played all year.
You got a juggernaut versus a juggernaut.
Yeah.
Somebody
Right.
is going to get hurt, and somebody's going to have to play Superman.
I see a lot of running. I guess maybe from a running aspect, I think he's going to have to run a lot. I think he's going to have to use his legs a lot in
Yeah.
this game.
Chris
I
Jones
don't
is
think
going
he's
to run
gonna have
right through that offensive line.
I don't think he's going to have to throw. I don't think he's going to have to throw as heavy as you're kind of thinking from a Superman standpoint. I think he can get away with like a 200 passing yard game as long
Yeah.
as he uses his feet
if
properly.
if the Bills are trailing at all after the second half, right? First half, say they're trailing by 3, then they are trailing by 10 in the second half. You're going to see the Superman come back, and he's going to have to pass.
Yeah.
Because the 10 in the playoffs is a blowout.
I don't think they're going to be down by 10 though at that point either. So I don't think you're going to be in a position where you're going to be down by 10 where you're going to have to play Superman. I know everybody likes the Chiefs, and yes, they keep winning. Watching these games, I'm not super impressed by the Chiefs. The defense is still good.
The defense is good.
You
It's
know?
because of one guy. There's one common denominator, and it's not Pat Mahomes.
No.
It's Andy Reid. That's the common denominator. That's the difference between the Ravens and the Chiefs.
Yeah.
right.
Head coach.
100%. And like you said, the Ravens got a better team too.
The Ravens
It's
do
just
got a
the
better
coach
team.
is just
The
the
Ravens
coach.
have the best team in the NFL right now,
Yeah.
and they're out of the playoffs.
And I'm gonna say this, like I keep reiterating from previous streams, is like the rock paper scissors shit.
Oh yeah.
The Chiefs have the best matchup on the Ravens. The Bills have the best matchup against the Chiefs,
Yep.
and the Ravens have the best matchup against the Bills. Last week, the Bills upset the Ravens, even though the Ravens played way better.
Mm-hmm.
The Bills have a better matchup against the Chiefs. I have no clue why, but that's just how it is.
Yeah.
Josh Allen he balls against the Chiefs. You know what I mean? And just the momentum, just winning off of the Ravens, them coming in, they got the momentum, man. And Patrick Mahomes is really gonna have to play way better than what he's been like to win.
Yeah, but they haven't. Like Pat Mahomes isn't the difference maker on that team anymore. Not this season, anyway.
Right.
It's Andy Reid. What I noticed throughout the Chiefs playoffs, like of them winning Super Bowls and shit like that, who's been like the common denominator of like them winning? It's him playing his proteges,
Right.
playing John Harbaugh, playing Sean McDermott, playing. I'm pretty sure Nick Sirianni was
Yeah, he
part of that
was.
coaching crew.
He was.
Playing against Kyle Shanahan, another protege he had.
Right.
The only person he lost to was Bruce Arians.
Yeah.
Like he's sunning everybody that
Yes.
he's been with coaching wise.
Andy Reid knows how these coaches coach because he trained them to do that.
Right.
And to get back on Timmy's point too, is like we were talking about how you don't know why they match up so well in the playoffs. Like I was sawing it on a thing too. This week, like Josh Allen, like head to head against Patrick Mahomes in the playoffs. Statistically, he balls.
He balls.
Like they put a 9 touchdown to 1 turnover ratio,
Mhm.
averaging 250 points, 250 yards a game. Like he goes and plays his best game. For some reason, it's just with the Bills, they
Mhm.
defensively, especially, or someone just does something stupid where it costs them a game.
Right.
Like I think it's because he steps up once he plays them in the playoffs.
He does, but he's what?
0-3 against him in
0-3?
the playoffs, and it's weird because he's 4-1 in the regular season and 0-3 in the playoffs.
He gets beat when it matters.
Yeah, that's
Right.
Yeah,
I mean,
That's
he
all
tries
that
to
is.
win, but
yeah.
at the
But
end of the
it's
day,
like-
the playoffs is a
Yeah.
team sport.
100% because you saw what the Bills lost last year. How did they lose? Missed field goal at the end.
Yeah, that's right.
It was like a chip shot too. It was like a 30, 40 yard
God damn.
chip
Mhm.
shot one too. So it's like
I just
If the Chiefs win today, and
that's gonna be so sickening.
I'm gonna be sick as fuck, and the refs are visibly giving them shit calls to give them advantage. I don't know how I'm gonna feel anymore, man.
I think we'll go to basketball.
Like
I mean, even the refs in the NBA suck too. They're just
Right.
as bad.
But they're just bad though. This is just straight just favoritism.
fuckery. This is bad, bro.
Like I said, I think the Bills got a good chance. I think Bills win. I do
do.
think Bills win.
All right, so start it off then. Predictions.
I'm score wise.
Score wise and team.
I say Bills 28 to 17.
20.
How much points did the Chiefs put up last week against the Texans?
23.
23. It's gonna be 31-21.
31
Bills.
Bills.
Yep.
I'm gonna go 24-21 Chiefs. I think it's a field goal game. I don't think it's gonna be high scoring.
35-32. And please beat the Chiefs. I'm going with the Bills. Please beat the Chiefs.
I hope the Bills win.
Please.
But
Like I really want the Bills to win.
We see it every year.
I'm not a Bills fan. I just hate the Chiefs. I hate seeing them go to the championship every year. Like we don't have Tom Brady anymore. We can't rely on him to beat Pat Mahomes.
And it's just like you got to hear about it all year long, and it's just gonna make the conversation more obnoxious.
Oh my
Because then if
God.
they win it this year, it's gonna be like, are they gonna be the first team to win 4 back in a row now? And like next year, they're gonna be trying to set an even bigger record for the NFL wise, where to try to add the Patrick Mahomes legacy to catch Brady, and all, it's gonna be nonstop.
And like we said, the Ravens, they were the best team in the NFL this year. Yes, no?
Yeah.
They were the best team in the NFL last year.
Best team always doesn't win.
Exactly. So Pat Mahomes having the most down year he's had in his whole career,
I think he's on the downtrend. But
and he's playing like shit. Like he plays safe football, which every team did last week, and they won. But it doesn't mean he's the best quarterback on that field.
And the Texans outplayed him.
The Texans did outplay them. CJ Stroud balled.
Yeah. On his down year.
Yeah, on his down year. He came into that game with a chip on his shoulder, tried to get the Texans in the winning position, and he's just playing against Andy Reid and the refs.
quick side note too: CJ Stroud definitely redeemed himself once he got to it because he definitely had even with all the injuries, O-line issues, he definitely had a drastic down year.
Oh, yeah.
He definitely really redeemed himself in the playoffs,
Right.
Agreed.
big time.
And even like without his biggest weapon, Stefan and Tank Dell, just with Nico Collins, I mean, shit. If you even had pick your poison, Tank Dell or Stefan, just to complement Nico Collins, that's a huge factor.
Well, and also they had him throughout the year. I also think it's a scheme issue. I think they have a little bit of a coaching scheme because they weren't using Tank Dell properly throughout the season. I thought.
Right.
Same with Dick. It's just you bring in a 3-headed monster and
With Joe.
you hand off the ball more to Mixon than actually throwing the ball around.
Yeah.
Right.
So, all right. We got Chiefs, Bills. You went Bills?
Yeah, with Bills.
Bills,
Chiefs.
Chiefs, Bills. All right. Let's move on to the next championship game. We got Commanders rolling into Philly. Go Birds.
Go.
Yeah, started off. Give your predictions.
Oh my God! See, the problem is I gave a prediction the other night and I can't memorize that score.
Spit out a new one.
I'm gonna say 35. Oh no, I didn't say that high. Now I'd say 28-14.
I think
The Commanders.
no, you said 28-17.
28-17, whatever.
That's
It doesn't matter. It's belt to ass. The Commanders is gonna say, hey, you know what? You're my child. You're belt to ass. They were beating the shit out of Philly.
This is JD's game to really cement him as a top 5 quarterback, and also this is the game to expose Jalen Hurts for his fraudulent behaviors. I got Commanders winning in a cool fashion. I mean, Saquon had a great year, but it's like he can only do so much when it comes down to the playoffs. Jalen Hurts needs to do his thing, and I don't think he's gonna be able to do that shit. I got Commanders. 27-14.
Beat down.
I got
Let's go.
Birds 28-17. Saquon is gonna run all over the fucking Commanders, bro. I want the Commanders to win, but goddamn, Saquon is putting up 200 yards, 3 touchdowns. It's like
3 tutties,
bro. Saquon,
What the-
Saquon,
Oh my
Saquon,
trick.
Saquon
Bruh.
is running to the Commanders. I'm sorry.
Bro said 3
Go ahead,
tutties.
What you got, David?
All right.
Go Commanders.
Jaden Daniels is having the best rookie quarterback season we've ever seen in the NFL.
Bro,
In the NFL.
There's gonna be something backhand.
And you know what he said in the presser? He said, I'm just happy to be here. I didn't think I'd make it this far. That's what he said.
He's humble, bro.
He's humble.
He's humble.
And guess what? The Eagles are going to humble him even more because go Birds. Jalen Hurts is going to have 10 completed passes. Saquon Barkley's going to have
How many passes?
110 yards.
10 yards. What's your score?
It's going to be, I don't remember my score from last time, but
It was by 10. It was by
it was
10.
by 10. It was Philly by 10. I don't have a score. It's Philly by 10.
You made me
Go
make a number,
Birds.
okay. Dude, first, no, let's go off this now. You're an idiot. Jalen Hurts is about to get exposed this game. I'm
Yeah,
tired of this
he's-
fraudulent behavior.
Right.
And you're a Hurts guy. I'm
He's-
tired
He's
of this
winning
fraudulent.
football.
Dude, he goes 6 for 12 and 39 yards and a half. And it's like, man, he's
What did
the
he finish the game
MVP
with?
for the team, though. It's like,
I didn't say he was MVP.
for the team.
No, did
He's a
it?
great player.
I did not say
Bro,
that.
and also what I think is really gonna make a difference in today's game is Nakobe Dean. He's out. That's the big line.
He's out for the rest of. He's probably going to be out for early next season too.
Right, and Brandon Graham's still out. So I mean, shit, those two play a
15
big
for 20,
fact.
though.
Say it again.
He went 15 for 20, 120 yards.
Who?
Jalen Hurts,
Jalen Hurts.
and then one total touchdown with 7 attempts rushing, 70 yards.
Yeah, but 40 some of them yards are from.
But
one
Saquon Barkley
breakaway.
had over 200 yards and 2 tutties.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah. There you go.
All right,
Saquon
look,
Bar-
he's a Saquon Barkley merchant.
Is a difference maker.
He's doing
yes.
it again.
Look, I'm gonna
He's
tell you.
Saquon Barkley merchant.
Look, I'm gonna tell you right now what the Commanders are gonna do, and this is how they're gonna win the game. They are stacking the fucking box.
It don't matter.
I don't give a
Does not matter.
They're
Bro.
gonna do it. They're gonna do it.
bro. Yes, they're gonna stack this box 9. I don't give a fuck, man. AJ Brown, he ain't getting
He
the ball.
gonna
He's
get the
reading
ball, throw it
books
to
on the
him.
sideline,
He's been.
bro. I'm letting Jalen, bro. You're gonna have to beat me, Jalen Hurts passing. I'm not letting you beat me with Saquon.
And also, too, don't try to run because you saw what the defensive coordinator said, right, for the Washington. they said, "We're warning you now. You use Jalen Hurts in running game, he's gonna be hit like a running back.
Right.
So don't let him run because they're gonna break that dude."
I mean, they took him out of the game last time. I don't remember the injury off, and I think it was an ankle injury.
Yeah.
But he had almost 50 yards running before he got taken out.
okay.
I'm just saying they let him run some.
Yeah,
They-
and what happened when he got hit? Like he got hit.
I don't remember the injury, so I don't know if he got hit. I don't know if he got stepped on. What? I don't remember what happened.
If I'm the
I know he
Commanders
got hurt.
defensive coordinator, I'm dying behind fucking.
You gotta let
Jalen
Hurts
Hurts.
beat you.
Yeah,
you
just
gotta
beat
let
me.
Hurts
Like,
make Hurts beat you.
I'm doing whatever it takes to slow down Saquon, and they are going to have to show me and prove me that Jalen Hurts can throw that
I
damn
just,
ball.
I just don't think they're going to slow down Saquon.
Well, Philly does have the defense. I'll give that.
Philly has
Philly
Philly
has
defense in the league right
has
now.
a great defense.
But I mean, Matt Stafford in the snow threw all over him.
Yeah.
I mean, what are you going to? You're not going to hand it off to Kyron Williams.
He balled too. Kyron, what?
Kyle Williams,
Kyron Williams
had
had a
a
day.
I didn't even think
Yeah.
he had a good game.
And honestly,
They
Philly,
he could have.
Philly almost lost that game.
I just remember Matthew Stafford throwing so much that Kyron Williams, I didn't see him much.
Right. No, Kyron, bro. Kyron Williams had 19 carries for 106 yards. Longest was 30. Average 5.6 a
Yeah, but
carry.
every play we saw on TV was a fucking 50-yard bomb from Matthew Stafford.
Right.
Yeah, but when you have a Puka and Cooper Cup,
Yeah,
You're going
you should
to.
throw it. Yeah,
yeah,
I mean-
and why don't you throw it when you got AJ Brown and
Puka
and Devontae
had
Smith?
because Jalen Hurts is not a good ball thrower.
Puka had 6.
I didn't say he was.
I never said you did say that. I'm just letting you know.
Jalen Hurts is not a good passer.
So what does he do well?
He's a good game manager. That's it.
All right, so time and time again, our game manager is gonna win the Super Bowl over game changers.
It's happened.
Hey, well, what's the percentage?
Hurts is
Eli
a
Manning.
game manager.
Stop with the Eli
Eli
Manning
Manning.
shit,
Stop with
bro.
Eli Manning.
Eli
Stop.
Manning, Trent Dilfer,
Bro,
Nah,
okay,
you
the
got-
quarterback from the last time the Commanders won a
bro,
Super Bowl.
Trent Dilfer is the exception. That 2000 Raven
you're
defense
talking-
was the best of all time,
You're talking about a lot of
Nick Foles.
bro.
That's
That's
Got him.
all right.
Got him.
All right,
Bro,
Eli Manning, Trent Dilfer don't count, bro. All right,
Eli Manning counts.
A lot of
He
these
had
players
one
you
good
talk about,
year when he
bro.
won the Super Bowl.
Wait,
The
a lot
last
of these-
Super Bowl, he was carried by that defense.
David,
Bro,
a lot of these players you're
you
talking about
cannot
from like
just
over
say
10
Eli
years ago.
Manning, bro.
Eli was also never
Yeah,
top
Nick
5.
Foles is what?
in
Right, what
his
year was that? That was what, 24, 20,
2013.
2013.
2013.
Whatever it was, yeah.
Yeah, it was
You're
like
talking about
10
from
years
players 10 plus years
Okay,
ago.
it
We're talking about the
happened.
NFL now.
It happened. It
You're
happened.
going back for a team. Facts.
You're going back to the
Biggest
Commanders.
change in
No,
NFL
that's-
history.
You're going back to the Commanders. When did the Commanders win it? When was that again?
80.
Yeah, you're using
91.
a guy from the
91.
I wasn't even a
91.
thought back in
Yeah.
91.
You're using a guy from the 91. You're using Trent from 2000.
Nick Foles from 2013.
All right, it's like a
That's a
13-year
decade.
thing.
More than a
It
decade.
happens. You
Since
asked
then,
me
it's
a
been
question,
Mahomes.
I answered you.
So since then, it's been Mahomes just winning it all. So
Well, it's like you got Stafford,
Man.
won it
Brady,
once,
that's it.
you have Stafford
And then
won it, Brady's
Stafford.
won it, Peyton's won it. You've had game changers win it.
Saquon's the game changer of that Eagles team.
Exactly, he is
Yeah.
the.
He is.
The captain.
I agree with you.
You need to take that captain right off his Hurts and throw a double one on Saquon.
Real shit.
Like you only listen to me and only me, and it's give me the ball.
And what's the difference between Jaden Daniels is going to do all the same, if not better than Matt Stafford
Mhm.
and Puka? You could say Scary Terry's just as good as Puka,
no, I'm sorry, I can't. I've been
No,
rocking
no,
with you,
no,
but I
no,
can't-
no,
I
no.
can't rock with you on
He's a
that
good
one.
defense.
bro.
I can't rock with you.
Okay.
buddy.
Regardless, Diami Brown, Jamison Crowder,
Yeah, they're not
um,
thoughts.
Scary Terry,
Yeah.
those are still
Zach Ertz.
great. Zach Ertz,
playing ball.
Yeah.
bro, you can
Excellent.
argue
I
the
didn't say
same
Jaden
case
Daniels
of
is
the weapons that the
a
Rams
game
had
manager.
last week,
I said Jaden Daniels is a game changer in my opinion.
right? And also with Matt Stafford could have won this game,
Mhm.
and you got to think Jane Daniels can move way better than Matt Stafford.
Mhm.
His pocket presence is better, with maybe a slight decrease in the weapons, but they're arguably the same. You know, Puka probably got the little bit of an edge on Scary Terry. Cup, he had 60 yards. Diami Brown could get 60 yards off of 5 catches. And then DeMarcus Robinson, fucking Zach Ertz,
He does
or
target
Jameson
DeMarcus,
Crowder, they can do the same
Yeah.
thing.
But
Brian
the
Robinson and
difference-
Eckler can
the-
do the same thing
but the
as
difference between
Kyron
Matthew
and
Stafford and Jaden Daniels is Matthew Stafford is a gunslinger. He will throw it to anybody. It does not matter who it is.
Right.
He is slinging
He's gonna
that
put
rock.
it on him.
Jaden Daniels is a scary Terry and Zach Ertz. That's it. Diami Brown's a good wide receiver. Yeah, he throws it to him
He's
sometimes.
been getting hot.
But he has. I'm not saying he's not. But Scary Terry is the first look. Every single play. You know that.
Right.
Okay.
And that's a deep threat.
Okay.
Every single play is Jaden Daniels wanting to launch that thing down the field.
Right.
Zach Ertz, red zone threat. In the middle threat. Even short threat.
Right.
Austin Eckler, check down threat.
Yeah.
Okay. So you got 3 weapons on the Commanders. But he's not, Jaden Daniels isn't as much as a gunslinger as Matthew Stafford. Not saying he's not a game changer because he is. They're both game changers.
Who can throw the ball better, JD5 or Jalen Hurts?
Jaden Daniels.
Jaden
Who has the
100%.
better weapons?
Jalen Hurts.
They're Jalen Hurts.
We got to get the ball to the weapons. How are they going to get the ball to the weapons?
They'll find a way. They've done it
But also,
before.
dude, you're
Man.
comparing to Matt Stafford. Again, I think that's also you kind of helping our case a little bit because you said Matt Stafford's a better gunslinger. I hear you on that. JD's a much better mobile quarterback than Matt
Yeah,
Stafford.
and that's
And
the
then
era
mixed-
we're in. We're in
And
running
mixed
back,
with the
running
Eckler
quarterbacks.
combination, because I love that combination because again, when you're lined up like a 3rd and 5, or a 3rd and 3,
Mhm.
you have the option of either JD running or Eckler doing a check down in and out route for 5 yards. You got Zach Ertz going across the middle. You got so many options. You're limited with Stafford because you know the ball's either getting handed off to Kyron Williams or it's going to be a deep ball thrown to Puka.
Yeah. Yeah. So the
So you-
Rams are one dimensional. Yes.
Yes. So JD that's better. That's going
That
to
is
help
better.
Washington.
That is better. Yes.
Philly
It
almost
will.
lost. Philly almost lost to a one-dimensional offense. What do you think they're going to do to a non-one-dimensional? You know what I'm saying? They're
I
going to
mean,
get beat.
The thing is, it's the playoffs. It's any given Sunday at that point. It's these quarterbacks who make the least amount of mistakes. And I think Jaden Daniels being a rookie, he has the ability to make more mistakes than Jalen Hurts will.
Dude, I'm gonna let you hop in because I
Jalen
want you
Hurts
to
has
hop in.
been to the big stage.
But you just hear me out on the Jalen Hurts. Yes, he's gonna make less mistakes because he doesn't throw
He
the ball
doesn't
for more than
have to.
40 yards a
I've
half.
said that.
Okay.
I mean, obviously,
Again,
What's gonna happen if the Washington Commanders stop Saquon?
If they somehow
They're gonna force it to throw. They're gonna force it to throw.
They'll see what happens.
it's not going to see what happens. We know what's gonna happen.
They,
AJ
We're
Brown's
gonna
gonna be
see what
reading the book after 3 more downs.
That's not. It's still AJ Brown.
yeah,
and Devontae
AJ
Bro,
Brown,
they-
Devontae
They
Smith.
need to
top
get the
wide
ball to
receivers.
them though. That's the thing.
Right, they
I'm not-
got to get
I'm
it
not
to him
questioning
for him
them,
to get
But he
incorporated.
doesn't need to get it to them because
Yeah, he
they're
doesn't
just
need
winning
to.
with Saquon.
Exactly.
Is it
Okay,
a need or a
That's
ability?
the common thing, right? What do you think the Commanders? They're not going to be like, oh yeah, we're not going to stack the box.
Bro,
We're not going to do that.
Let him stack
Bro.
the box.
Washington-
AJ Brown is gonna smoke whoever's across him.
He's still getting the ball to him though. That's
Who
the thing.
who is lining up against AJ Brown and Devontae Smith? And you still got Goddard who's coming through the middle as a tight end.
Bro,
Like,
Washington.
but again,
Eagles got more weapons.
they don't use them
Bro.
though. They don't know how to.
because they haven't had to. We've seen them in the past use them weapons perfectly
Bro,
fine.
the Detroit Lions weapons and offense is
talking about
way
that.
better than the Eagles.
Bro, we're not talking about Jared Goff.
Fucking choke artists.
Yeah.
That's what the Lions are. They fucking
Bro.
suck.
The Washington Commanders defense proved to everybody last week
They
that
played
their
great.
defense
They
can
played
do whatever.
Yeah,
They
they did.
proved that Jared Goff is a turnover machine. Is what they proved. I've said
All
that
right.
all year.
Force
He
it to
sucks.
Jalen Hurts, bro.
Force
He's
it to
going to fucking flop.
Okay,
Why
that's
not?
fine. And if it happens, I will stand on that Jalen Hurts sucked. I'll stand
Bro.
on it. I don't care. I don't care. I'm more of my Ravens, my Lamar Jackson. That's what I'm with.
Bro,
But
chat.
right now,
Bro.
let's go Birds.
Chat. AJ Brown. You see them top 2 scoring, bruh.
He ain't need to get the ball.
2
doesn't
receptions
need
for
to.
14 yards against Green Bay. 1 catch for 10 yards. That's
Where's Green
not
Bay?
gonna. That can't happen today, bro.
You said
All
two
right,
top,
all right.
two
Put it
top
like,
scoring
put
games,
it like
right?
this then.
You said 2 top yard games, right? 2 top scoring
What?
games for AJ. You said AJ had 2 big games this year, right? Is that kind of what you were saying?
No.
No,
I'm
AJ's
looking at the
been out
past
of
2
games.
playoff games
Yeah.
and what he's done, and it's been
Well, AJ hasn't had
2 catches for 14
Yeah.
yards last week and 1 catch for 10, and they really, bro. Stafford really lost themselves that game. They were set up to win that game.
the biggest game AJ Brown
Where
had
they
this
at
year
in Cancun.
Yeah.
The
They're not in LA.
Right, but that's their own fault. Like, I don't give the Eagles really no credit,
Yeah, exactly.
like, at all.
And then like the biggest game AJ Brown and Hurts had this year together was the game after Hurts kept getting questioned over and over again about passing, and he sits at podium. Is that what y'all wanted to see? After the whole controversy about the whole conversation about how they're like there's an issue with throwing the ball, and AJ Brown and people weren't happy. That's what you guys want to see. He did it to prove a point one time, and after that he couldn't do it again. He didn't do it all year.
I don't think
Yeah.
it's not that he
Yeah.
couldn't. I just don't think he has to.
Bro, hear me out. If you gave Lamar Jackson, right, AJ Brown and Devontae Smith, right,
Mhm.
for multiple years, right, everybody critiques Lamar as a passer, right? If you had them two, Jalen Hurts has not gone over 25 passing yards once in a season. If you give it to a mobile quarterback like Lamar, who's mobile, even more mobile than Jalen Hurts, he's going to be throwing the ball so much more efficient than Jalen Hurts. And I get,
Yeah.
obviously, Lamar's obviously much better than Hurts, but we keep putting Hurts on this pedestal like he's a top 10 quarterback,
He's not
all this type of stuff.
Look.
He's not. Jalen Hurts is a
He's
jag.
right at the bottom.
All right, so if you're going
Bottom
to bring up the
Top 10,
Ravens, then
top 10.
our main problem with last game was
Yeah.
we threw the ball too much and
No.
didn't run enough with
No.
Derrick Henry.
No.
Saquon's about to break he was going to break the rushing record, and now it's, oh, well, they're going to shut down Saquon. Now they need to throw. We just had the same problem with the Ravens.
Yeah.
Fuck the throwing. Run the damn ball.
But
That's what they're
when
going
it
to do.
running wasn't working, right? Or they stopped running it, right?
And we
What
said,
did
fourth quarter, they still should
they
have
should
kept
run it,
going.
right? But what did Lamar individually do in that second half? He was able to dish the ball and throw it like crazy and put him in the spot. I don't
Lamar
think Jalen-
Jackson, Jalen
Yeah,
Hurts.
look,
But what I'm
listen,
saying with the weapons that Jalen Hurts
Comparing
has,
apples to oranges.
but what I'm saying is
It's like,
with the weapons that you have,
You're
right?
comparing a 3-time MVP to a potential Super Bowl losing MVP. Come on.
Bro, oh my
If you,
god.
I'm talking about the weapons. I'm just talking about the example for the weapons.
If you
get
give
what
Lamar
you know what I'm trying to say,
AJ
right?
Brown, Devontae
Yeah.
Smith, he
Because
does the same shit. he
Jalen
did
Hurts'
this year.
biggest selling point is the mobile quarterback.
Yeah,
He's not
a mobile
efficient at
quarterback.
throwing, and he's
Bro,
average at running.
I'm
He's
gonna
not-
give y'all a question to think about. What happens when Jalen Hurts has to play behind and is forced to throw?
He gonna sit behind that podium and say, "That's what y'all wanted to see again."
Exactly.
He
Bro,
gonna let that ball fly.
Fly.
Yeah, the
Bro,
Eagles.
It's gonna be
Can't
it's
do
gonna
it.
fly. It's gonna fly 5 yards over
To the end
AJ
zone.
Brown's head into the stand and be like,
Bro,
"Hey, that's on me."
when
My bad.
Jaden
And then it's gonna be three
All
and
right,
out.
all right. Hold on.
when
hold
Jalen
on.
Hurts
Me
has
and
to
Matt had
play
this
from
conversation
behind in the
last night.
playoffs,
Me and Matt
they
had this
cannot
conversation
force-
last night.
they cannot have Saquon lead them to victory when they're playing behind.
I
Who do you-
on my side on this one, guys.
First 5 years of career, Jalen Hurts.
This
Donovan
different,
McNabb.
different one.
Who do you think had better?
That wasn't the question.
Who do you
but
think had more wins? Okay.
that wasn't the question?
No, I'm starting it off like this. Donovan McNabb, Jalen Hurts. Who had more wins?
Jalen Hurts probably.
By 5. He had
Okay.
5 more wins.
Okay.
Even though Donovan McNabb had wins, they were in the playoffs every year. It was almost equal. Okay.
Right.
Who had more touchdowns?
I don't know,
I have no clue.
but I'm feeling like it's going.
Who do you think's a better quarterback?
Bro,
He's trying to.
No. Who do you think?
If Jalen Hurts-
bro, if
Who
Donovan
do you think
McNabb
is the better
had
quarterback?
Saquon,
He's
AJ
gonna-
Brown, and
Answer
Devontae Smith,
my
Bruh.
question. Who's the better quarterback, Donovan McNabb or Jalen Hurts in the first 5 years of playing?
That wasn't even good. You're trying to
what is your point?
Word
bro?
it to where-
Bullshit,
to make
bro.
your point right. in our
Jalen Hurts knows
conversation.
how to score touchdowns. He's gonna make it work. He's gonna do anything he can to score a touchdown, whether it's a tush push, hand it off to Saquon, or having to sling it because they're down 3.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you right now, bro. If the worst possible scenario is the Eagles are down 3, that's a blessing for them.
Yeah.
JD5 will make it a 10 score, bro. If they're behind 10 points against Washington's defense,
You're done.
they're done.
Because Nick Sirianni is the same as Harbaugh. He's gonna get tight. He's gonna try to be cute, and he's gonna try to just push the ball down the field, throwing it.
They're done. Bro, Jalen Hurts, I'm gonna tell you right now, if they get behind, they're not coming back.
Now, real quick though, again, stats aren't everything. I hear that all the time. Stats are not.
I tell you that all the
Oh,
time.
yeah, I'm saying, he tells me this all the time, right? He tells me this all the time, right? But then you're debating Donovan McNabb and Jalen Hurts. Who would you rather have? I'd still rather have Don McNabb.
Because you like
I'm-
pocket passers.
No,
that's
no, it's
why.
not just
You
because
like
I'm
mediocre
biased. No.
quarterbacks. You
What is
love
Jalen Hurts? What is Jalen Hurts?
a mediocre quarterback?
That's who you like.
So what are we talking
Hey
about?
guys, I'm ordering a Jalen Hurts pop right now. That's the first pop I want to order
Exactly.
from the NFL because that's my
Yeah,
favorite
exactly.
quarterback. He's a good dual threat quarterback. He's okay at passing and he's okay at running, but he's still a good dual threat quarterback.
Bro,
He is. He's
No,
a
he's
good
not.
game manager. That's it. That's all it is.
bro, all I'm saying is if Lamar had AJ Brown,
Yes.
Devontae Smith, and Derek or Saquon or Derrick Henry, bro, in the playoffs, AJ Brown is not getting 2 receptions, 1 reception.
He did though.
I'm saying if Lamar
Where are the
had
Eagles?
them,
Where are the
Bateman
Eagles right
only
now?
have
Where are
4
the Eagles
receptions, I
right
mean.
now?
But
Where are
Bateman
they
and
playing?
AJ's too different.
That's what I'm
saying.
saying. AJ Brown is.
Yeah, he's up here. And he's
Bro,
still
they
only
got
getting
a
1 or 2
different coach.
targets. We're not
They're the
discrediting
same coach.
AJ. Who?
who?
Sirianni and Harbaugh.
Oh, they're 100% the same coach. They are the same coach, though.
They're the same coach.
They're both idiots.
Where are the Eagles right now?
Bro, I'm gonna get my head.
I mean, they play in a weak NFC. They do play in a week. If the Eagles were in AFC, they don't survive. They do not live. They maybe see a wild card spot. Maybe. They don't survive.
I can agree.
No, I mean,
But they're in a
no,
weak
they're-
NFC.
I mean, there's one division.
The
in
Eagles
AFC,
have the great graces of playing a rookie quarterback in the NFC Championship. When has a rookie quarterback gone to a Super Bowl?
Hey, real quick, ask your other question. You asked me about Jalen Hurts. If he goes to the Super Bowl and he wins, ask me that question.
So I said if Jalen Hurts goes to a Super Bowl and plays well and wins, who won them
You
the
didn't say to
game?
play well for.
You can pull up the text.
You did? I thought you said just.
If he plays like the MVP quarterback we saw against the Chiefs in the Super Bowl last time in 2018. No, it wasn't 2018. It's like 2020 or 2021.
No, you said what if Hurts wins MVP?
Of that game.
Of
Yeah,
the
if he
Super
plays
Bowl,
well,
yeah.
yes. If he wins the game, plays
Yo,
the MVP
Pete
of that
Nova,
Super
what's
Bowl,
up, fellas?
where does he rank?
What's up,
Oh,
babe?
man.
What's up? So good.
I asked the question.
Say it again.
Yeah, we're coming to that.
All right. If Jalen Hurts wins Super Bowl MVP,
No, Saquon is going to win Super Bowl MVP.
Here's my
bro.
favorite
but I
spot.
said what if?
There's no what if. It's not possible.
What if?
Bro,
Bro,
possibility.
Bro.
There's zero possibility.
You guys don't
Be
think
real, bro.
Real quick.
Be real,
Bro,
bro.
I'm even sure. He said, look at this. What if Hurts
I'm
wins?
thinking to a
I was like,
wall.
he won't. Can't say it. What is something not possible. He was last time. Was Barkley there? My point.
Bro,
He's not winning MVP if Barkley's there.
I'm tired.
That's fine. but
I'm
saying,
tired
what
of
if?
talking about
You guys
Jalen
don't
Hurts
think the Eagles are
when
going
Saquon
anyway.
been carrying them.
But you guys don't think the Eagles are going anyway. So Saquon's not even a factor of winning Super Bowl MVP in your minds.
Bro,
No, he's not. But if he somehow gets there and he wins it, there's no way Hurts is winning it because they're not going to win because it Hurts. They're going to win because of Saquon.
all right, take Saquon out of the picture. Where are the Eagles? What are the Eagles doing with Jalen Hurts in the playoffs?
I don't know.
Not having this success.
Probably.
Take Derrick Henry off of the Ravens. Lamar is doing more.
He's doing much more.
It's
So.
the same scenario.
Josh Allen is doing
Taking
much more. He got James Cook. He's doing way more.
Mhm.
Jalen, bro, like I'm tired
He's
of talking
blessed.
about Jalen Hurts on this pedestal, bro. It's
Thank you.
Saquon. It's
That's fine.
Saquon.
I don't think Jalen Hurts maybe not even a top 10 quarterback in the league. I'm gonna be, and it's not me hating or anything. I just Jalen Hurts gets
Name
so
10
much
more
credit.
Right
Huh?
now. Name 10 more right now.
Name
I'll-
10
I'll
more. I can
keep
name
it
the
count.
top
I'll
5
keep it count.
easily. Patty,
Mm-hmm.
Lamar,
Mhm.
Allen,
Mhm.
Burrow, JD. I put JD 5
Easily.
above
85's above.
easily.
I put Jordan Love over Jalen
I
Hurts
put probably Jordan Love above. I put CJ Stroud above.
easily.
Honestly, you guys might
Say
not agree with
Justin
this.
Herbert. Go ahead and say Justin
Dude,
Herbert.
I'd say Justin Herbert. I'm not gonna say Justin Herbert. I'd say Bo Nix. I like Bo Nix better than Jalen Hurts.
I don't
Bo
know.
Nix just sling that fucking.
I
Yeah,
like
but
Bo
he's
Nix
playing, but
better.
he turns the ball over.
Bro, but
And who do you
listen,
think's a better quarterback? All honestly, even though they lost head to head, who's a better quarterback, Stafford or Hurts?
Stafford.
Stafford. So there's
Okay,
9 right
Stafford.
there.
9. You just said Bo Nix. I don't know if I agree.
Oh, you might have been 8.
bro,
You
right
bet
now.
eight.
put a
Bet eight.
decent running back on the Broncos this season.
Yes, they win.
They're winning,
But they don't have a decent run back, so we can't see that.
bro.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
But Jalen Hurts is shitty. He has a
He
great.
doesn't have to throw.
Bruh.
Yeah,
We're
yeah,
talking
I'm
about the
drawing-
quarterback position.
I'm drawing a blank here. Like, you got
Drawing
me
a
on
blank. Now he's drawing a
that. I
blank.
mean,
I'm
I'm
drawing a
top
blank.
10. I said almost not a top 10. I'd put. Yeah, that's maybe actually I might be wrong. Hurts might be number 9 in the league. Maybe. I gotta think about it a little bit more before I fully shake your hand. Because I'm not gonna live that down if I'm wrong. You know what? Give me Caleb Williams over Jalen
You're
Hurts.
tripping.
Nah.
Right now.
Give Caleb Williams the same Eagles offensive line. Caleb Williams is having way more success than.
But he
Jalen
doesn't
Hurts.
have that offensive line.
Bruh,
He doesn't
but
have it.
Caleb Williams is a better quarterback
My
than
hand is
Jalen
down here,
Hurts.
so you shake it.
I gotta think about all the teams. So I'm missing somebody, dude. I know
No,
I'm missing.
Baker Mayfield is better than Jalen Hurts.
Baker. There you go. I'll give you
Baker,
Baker
you got
Mayfield.
one
That's
more
9.
spot.
I got
You
9.
one more spot.
Give me Sammy Donald.
You're fucking tripping.
Give me Sammy
You're tripping.
Donald. I gave.
You're geek.
You're tripping.
Russell Wilson's better than Jalen Hurts.
Nope.
Would you with the
Not
turnover?
right now.
I
Not
can't
right
because
now.
of the fucking turnovers
He used to
had.
be.
I was gonna say Jared Goff, but he had them bad turnovers. I can't say Jared Goff. What teams am I missing? I'm missing teams, aren't I?
Shit.
You got
Think
Purdy.
You got Purdy. I mean,
Purdy's the reason they didn't go to the playoffs.
Yeah, Purdy had a bad season.
Yeah, Purdy had a bad season.
Ah.
Yeah. He's
T-Law.
number 10. He's number 10. He's number 10. So, yeah, he's number 10. He's the 10th best quarterback
Crown me.
because there's 1,500 rookies out there. You got, okay. Oh, man, he's better than.
Now it could change, but right now.
If Aaron Rodgers did a little bit better, I'm putting Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah,
Why
Aaron Rodgers-
do we keep saying if?
But,
It
you know,
didn't happen.
But what I'm saying is, right, so Jalen Hurts is better than,
Mhm.
like, the Bryce Youngs and all them guys. That's not an
It's
accomplishment
just
for
a
Jalen
different
Hurts.
tier thing, yeah.
That's not an accomplishment.
Right.
The only actual established starting quarterback that you can put him above is Justin Herbert.
Yeah.
I don't count T-Law because T-Law is the same thing as Mac Jones. I keep
He's a
saying
bust.
that.
He sucks.
You know what I'm saying? But there's no other really starting quarterback that's either not a rookie or Will Levis or whatever bullshit, you know?
Yeah.
So they're the guys he's better than.
Mhm. Okay.
But all the top tier guys, he's below. Even Matt Stafford, after a down year for Matt Stafford, essentially.
I mean, I think Matt Stafford's been down, but I still think Matthew Stafford over Jalen Hurts, even though he's had 2 down.
Jalen Hurts isn't much better than Kyler Murray.
Kyler Murray had a great year this year.
Yeah, he's
He had
not
a
much
great
better
year,
than
but
Kyler Murray.
Facts.
But he
Yeah.
did not do enough to do anything.
Yeah, but again, he's not much better. If Kyler Murray has another good year next year,
Jalen Hurts
And
is
Jalen
not
Hurts
much better
plays
than
the
Kyler
thing.
Murray. I agree.
Jalen Hurts is out of the top
agree.
10.
But the thing is, Jalen Hurts wants to play football. Kyler Murray doesn't.
Yeah, and he's almost better than him.
Yeah, but as
Like,
soon as
Jalen
Call of
Hurts
Duty
is
comes
actually
out,
pro-
as soon as Call of Duty releases
That
every
hurts.
year, Kyler Murray is quiet.
Timmy, does that not help my argument?
Say it again.
Go ahead, say about Kyler Murray again.
Kyler Murray played well this year.
Right.
Jalen Hurts is not much better than Kyler Murray. Jalen Hurts loves football. Kyler Murray loves Call of Duty.
And what he was saying was that
Bro, that football mindset automatically makes me I'll put everybody above Kyler Murray at that mindset. I'll put Bryce Young above Kyler Murray. I'll put Trevor Lawrence above. I'll put Mac Jones above Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray does not have a want to play football, dude.
He should have played baseball.
He should've played
Exactly.
But this is the point I was trying to make, Timmy. You said that he only cares more about video games than playing football, and he's still almost better than Jalen Hurts.
He can be talent-wise better, but it's just that mindset. He's not, in my head, he's just not there. Even though he did ball. I like Kyler Murray this year. He played well. His head was in the game this year.
Oh, I hate this shit.
But as soon as Call of Duty
Yeah.
came out, he was out. But
Bro,
we
3
decided-
o'clock, come quicker.
we're sitting there. We're in a pedestal
My
right
bad.
now, going back and forth with Jalen Hurts.
He sucks.
We're gonna see what happens in the game.
Yes.
Eagles, Commanders. That's how we're split.
By beat down.
You say beat down.
Both the ass.
So
God, I really don't want to be wrong today. I really don't want to
Hey.
be wrong because of you and you.
And you know what? Hey,
I
real
don't
quick,
wanna
I'll do
be
this.
wrong.
I'll do this too. If the
I
Eagles
don't care.
win,
You're with the Eagles. I don't want to be wrong.
if the Eagles
I'm
win,
with Saquon.
if the Eagles win and Jalen Hurts has a good game, I'll find some random bullshit Jalen Hurts tee on Amazon.
I want him.
and
wearing
I'll wear it on the
jersey.
next
I
stream.
want.
Yeah, all right, that's
I'm not
what
doing
we'll
the
do.
jersey. I'm not paying for a
Helmet.
jersey. I'm not doing all that
We'll
shit.
do t
I'll buy a random Jalen Hurts t-shirt and I'd have to fucking rock it
Eagles
next week.
win. You both gotta wear.
No, if Jalen Hurts has to play well when they win. That's what I just said.
Come on.
Not come on. You
Come
can't do another game where it's like first half
Scared that
6.
they're gonna lose to it.
No, but they can't be a 6 for 12, 39 yards first half.
I
Be
don't
like,
think it's
I'm gonna wear
confident.
Jalen Hurts.
confident in the
No,
Commanders.
it's not that. But I'm not gonna give Jalen Hurts credit if he's not the reason why they're
Bro,
winning games. Prove
And
my
I'm saying, you can substitute. You can pull Jalen Hurts out of the Eagles offense, put Kyler Murray, put
You can put Justin Herbert in there.
put Justin Herbert in there, and with
I don't
Saquon,
know if
they're doing the same
Yes.
shit.
I don't. The reason I say I don't know if I put Justin Herbert in is because he's more of a pocket passer. I think
They're
the Philly
readjust
offense
the way they play with
is more
Saquon.
of
Saquon's
I mean, they
bald
could
with pocket
readjust.
passers, though. Saquon's bald with pocket passers.
Yeah.
You just readjust your offense.
Yeah.
Look at Jared Goff for Detroit. Yeah, he had a bad game at the end of the season, but he had Jahmyr Gibbs and David Montgomery all year, who are essentially big time running. They kind of equal out to Saquon. Two players equal out to one, kind of, and it worked. They found a way to make it work.
Bro, I think Gibbs is just as good.
Gibbs is just as good.
As
He led
Saquon.
the league in touchdowns.
Yeah.
Right.
I
He's
think
just
he's
as
great.
good.
Yeah.
And Montgomery, I mean,
Montgomery is.
you
that-
can put
you put him
Montgomery
the
on
goal line,
any
he's gonna get
team.
touchdowns.
You put Jared Goff on the Eagles, and they still make it where they're at right now.
Arguably, yes.
Yeah, just because how good the Eagles' defense is, too.
Unless he's turning the ball over.
Yeah.
5 touchdowns a game.
But you're not turning the ball
over.
over because they're going to give the same Jalen Hurts recipe and give the ball.
But
Saquon.
Jared Goff ain't scared to
You
throw the
say they're
fucking ball.
going to, but if this doesn't happen this game, then
Who do you have more faith in, Jared Goff or Jalen Hurts hitting AJ Brown with the pass being covered?
probably Jared Goff.
100%.
I'm not going against you on this. I didn't say Jalen Hurts was a great passer. I said he wasn't. Why are you trying to put me on this pedestal where I think Jalen Hurts is the best passer in the fucking league?
On
He's
this-
not. He's
I think
not.
out
He's
of the four of us, you're the Jalen Hurts guy.
He can throw a 10-yard dime, and his wide receiver will do the work to get the touchdown. That's what this is.
Only thing is, like, you're the Jalen guy on this.
So, all right, Tua Tagovailoa, Jalen Hurts.
not that. Oh, I forgot about Tua.
But
Tua is probably,
Bro,
dude, I would take
Tua's not
Tua.
bad.
Bro, I'm taking Tua
You're
over.
tripping.
Tua is better.
Tua is T-Law level. Tua is just
What?
like Trevor
If
Lawrence.
anybody wants to comment, who are y'all taking, Tua or Jalen Hurts?
He just said he was Trevor Lawrence
He's
level.
Trevor Lawrence level. He's
Who?
Tua.
Tua sucks. He's ass.
No.
No.
He
Tua is way better than
I
Trevor
can throw the
Lawrence.
ball
What?
farther than him.
He led the league in passing yards 2 years ago.
Shut down.
And he's throwing a Tyreek and Waddle like the two
Touchdowns.
fastest wide receivers.
But at least he can get the ball out. I mean, Hurts can't even hit anybody.
Bro, Tyreek and Jalen Waddle are the same as
Yes.
AJ Brown and Devontae Smith.
Yeah, what's the difference
Yes.
really? The difference is the speed with Tyreek Hill versus
Speed
AJ.
completely. is
Tua
different.
and Jalen Hurts run damn near the same.
You run. You're
Except
in a
Tua-
Miami offense. You
except
run
Tua
wide
just-
receiver screens.
Tua
all
has
year.
A-Chain
You're
and
gonna
Mostert
lead the league in
versus
passing yards.
Philly and with Saquon.
If you are the Miami Dolphins, we've seen them run wide receiver screens all fucking year.
Okay.
That's why he led the league in passing yards. Jameis Winston led the league in passing yards a couple years ago. Is he better than fucking Jalen Hurts?
The problem is Tua can hit a wide receiver screen. Jalen Hurts can't. He can't hit a wide
Yes, he
receiver screen.
can.
No,
Yes,
he
he
can't.
can.
No, he can't. Not as efficiently as
Okay,
Tua.
I'm done
Not
going
as
to this pedestal. We're going to move on. We're going to move on to the Brews and Ball leg.
Oh shit, we ain't even.
Championship leg. I'll start it off.
I didn't have.
I want to start.
Damn,
it
I ain't
off.
even have a bet.
Go on FanDuel. Look at
You
the
got a bet?
lines.
No, I have no idea.
All right.
Yeah, it's a good job.
Go on
David.
FanDuel. Look at the
I'm
lines.
just thinking Saquon's over on rushing. That's
Yeah,
I think it's over. It's over 100.
I don't know what the fuck
But
what it is.
it's over the other day was like 150. I
Yo,
don't know if I feel
I'm-
confident
bro.
on 150. I think.
nah, I'm just doing this because I'm talking shit. Bro, I'm taking the under on Jalen Hurts passing yards,
Yeah.
bro.
I'm with you.
What is it? It's like 120, I think.
You're lying.
I think so.
He's probably getting over 120. But that, bro, if his line's at 120, what the fuck does that say about him?
Yeah, that's what I'm
Then he
saying.
doesn't have to throw.
Bro,
Bro, Jalen
that
Hurts
helps- that helps our
over,
case.
over rushing yards on Jalen Hurts is at 30 and a half right now, minus 113. Take it. Everybody's saying he has a knee injury. Bro, he's cleared to play. He is ready to go out there and run the ball with Saquon.
golly.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts over 193.
Oh,
Over under
I'm taking the under.
Under. I'm smashing under.
I'll take the under. I'll take the under on that.
What's JD5's?
Probably like 2 something.
JD's is over under 221.
I hate using FanDuel.
All right, so you want Saquon over rushing yards?
Probably not. That shit is like 126, ain't it?
That
That shit is very high.
122 and a half.
122 and a
God
That's
damn.
high. His receiving
He done got
rushing
over
is
that shit
over
like
100
every game though.
And you're saying over under who? All right, so Matt, you got your pick?
No, I'm still
Okay.
trying to
What's
figure that out.
what's scary?
Oh, you know what? Though? I'm a double down. AJ Brown the under 67 and a half.
You're gonna be pissed when it's 7-yard fucking tutty.
Like I'm not gonna
Yo,
pick that one. I'm not
yo,
gonna
I
pick
hate
that one.
talking shit like this because then I'm seeing the lines and I'm like,
What's Scary Terry's receptions?
Yeah, that's what I was looking at right now. I might do.
I would take his
5.5.
receptions.
I'd take the under.
I think the under on 5.5.
I think under on that.
You got to think it's just deep threats,
Yep.
and if he scores 2 touchdowns, it's because he got 4 catches.
And then I would say the under because I think they're going to use Eckler and Ertz a lot throughout
The under's the favorite at minus 160. That's not a lot. Like you're not winning a lot for that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 6. I mean 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The 6 of the last 7 games Jalen Hurts has thrown for, it's under 200 yards, under 193.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would take his under.
Well, that's why I took his over on rushing because in the last 5 games he's hit it. The last 5 games he's played, he's hit it.
Right.
Even the game he got taken out against the Commanders, he hit over 40. So 30 and a half, that's a steal, in my opinion. I don't care what injury he has. He's still going to run.
Shit, I might have to take Dallas Goedert again for over 3.5 receptions.
That's a solid one. What's
Yeah,
his
I
yards?
think he hits that.
Or
I don't know. Luvu? Is that his name?
Diami Brown over under 39.5 yards. He's definitely getting that.
Yeah,
Receptions for Brown. Where's the receptions for Diami? Oh, over under 3.5.
Oh yeah, take
That's
the
a good
over.
line.
Take the over. His last
What
game,
is it?
he's hit 3 or over.
39 and a half. So you
He's
want to
hit
take over
4,
Miami?
5, 6. Yeah.
I don't know if I want to. I got to do some more research.
Brown came off a high game of 6 catches, 8 targets with 98 yards. That boy came off a
That's
high
what I'm
game. They're gonna
saying.
feed him.
He's been getting way
He's
more
getting-
incorporated
yeah,
in
It's kind of like the Gabe Davis.
He's definitely
Like,
getting
he's gonna
4
get-
catches.
going to get the catches and all.
against Detroit, 6 receptions. Tampa Bay, 5 receptions. Dallas, 3. Philly, the last time they played, he had 4 receptions for 56. So I mean, and he's getting more of a hotter hand. So
Yeah, they're gonna feed him.
and plus with Brown's over under, he's over 3.5 at plus 100. I think I like that value.
Yeah,
I think I'm gonna take Diami Brown over 3.5 receptions.
I think that's a solid.
3.5.
Yeah,
And you got to take Goddard's. His over receptions too.
yeah, over 3.5. But we're talking about for the Brews and Ball lay. We
Yeah.
got to pick one. So
Yeah, because
what are we go? What are you going with?
Well, if you're gonna take Browns, I'll take Goddard's then. Over 3.5 for his receptions.
Okay.
Is easy.
And then all right. So are we just gonna?
I mean, we can go to the Chiefs.
We got to do
Bill,
Chiefs,
I'm
Bills,
be
yeah.
honest. I know we didn't have a big one last week because you kind of didn't have to. I'm kind of liking Keon Coleman over 20 and a half.
Over 20.5 yards.
Yeah.
I mean,
I mean, that's
McDuffie's probably going to be on Cooper.
Yeah.
I could see that. I mean, that's one catch.
Keon
That could be
Coleman
one big catch.
Yeah.
over 20.5. That seems
like a steal.
too good to be true.
Yeah.
All right, and then David, do you want to go with another Chiefs and Bills?
Oh, I was locked
Late.
in on.
No,
Well, here, then take
Oh,
my
okay,
Goddard.
we
off.
can
Take
jump.
my
We
Goddard
can
off.
jump.
You
we
sure?
can jump
Yeah.
on this.
I'll switch to a Chiefs.
Let me see this real quick.
Chiefs Bills.
Yeah, I like Keon Coleman at 20. I feel
Pat
like
Mahomes over 1.5 tutties. I mean, it's minus 160, so you're not really getting nothing off of it.
But I mean,
Still,
yeah, but we
that's
trying to
like-
lock some.
yeah,
So we got Keon Coleman over 20.5 receiving yards. So far, we got Dallas, or no, you're taking that off,
You
right?
can leave it then if David is not going to go.
Well,
Eagles.
what is the TD props for Kareem Hunt? Anytime plus.
If anybody got a
160.
lock there for the day, drop it.
I really think they've been using Kareem Hunt. They're phasing out Pacheco. Like
Right.
Pacheco's not the running back for the Chiefs anymore. It's
Yeah.
Kareem Hunt. Unless Pacheco's surprised. Like that's the thing with betting on the Chiefs. Like you cannot guarantee anything because the offense is so up and down.
Right.
They fucking suck. They don't even belong in this game.
well, that's why I was like, I was even thinking about going a little risky, but this would be the one game that didn't happen. It was do 2+ touchdowns rushing around.
And then like you
Because
fuck
I could
around.
really see a game where it's like if you're within
Another
every
push.
time within the 5-yard range, regardless of the push, if you're within the 5, if you're running it, Allen's running.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to be that risky. But it is a nice little plus.
Anytime for Josh Allen then. Minus 125. I'll lock that in.
Oh yeah, I like that.
What's Kelsey's?
All right,
odds?
so-
Because my man eats in the playoffs.
Right.
Right. Down here than playoffs.
Travis
like
Kelce over 67.5. So what's your lock?
Anytime
My lock
touchdown
was-
for
yeah.
Josh Allen.
Anytime Josh Allen.
I like that. All right.
I hate
So we got Keon Coleman over 20.5 receiving yards. We got Josh Allen anytime, and then
that. Goddard over 3.5.
Goddard over 3.5, and Diami Brown over 3.5.
I like that. I think that's a steal.
There we go, anytime.
Okay.
Oh, he was up like I was, yeah.
It's another 884 odds.
Which
That was around the same.
Hmm?
Which
odds.
what was it now?
So
So
me,
Dallas Goddard 3.5 and Damon Brown.
And FanDuel right now is doing a 20% profit
oh,
for both games.
Damon Brown.
Let's
And you have him
see.
for you said over 3.5, right?
yeah.
Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot.
Mhm.
All right.
$10 wins you 106.
Hell yeah. I got 10 to win 115.
How the hell you got that?
30% profit boost.
Oh, you got 30. I only got a 20.
Wow. All right, I'm locking it. Josh Allen anytime touchdown. Keon Coleman over 20.5 receiving yards. Dallas Goddard over 3.5 receptions, and Diami Brown over 3.5 receptions. That is the Brews and Ball championship round. Like,
So our last one smacked. That shit was beautiful.
That was a nice one. Again, like I said, I wasn't scared about the James Cook one, but as the game was going, it felt like they were phasing out using James Cook towards the second half. Something it was like you remember it was teetering at like
Yeah.
50 yards until like the end of the third quarter.
I still got
That scared the
a
shit out of me. for a
Lamar MVP bet still chilling and waiting.
Oh, shit.
How much did you place on that one?
$23 at plus 300 odds. So
Dude.
like 23 wins almost 95.
Oh, yeah.
Oh shit, I don't even.
I remember you
I'm gonna
placed
do-
your
I'm gonna have to do this
MVP
one.
bet last year and pulled out last second.
Crazy.
I had.
what were you thinking?
I had Ravens Super Bowl. So before the season started, I had Ravens Super Bowl and I had Lamar MVP, and it was like early week 4, week 5 or something,
Mhm.
and we fucking lost to the Steelers, and I was like, man, fuck this team, we ain't winning. Shit. Cashed everything out.
Yo, when we started 0-2, I should have definitely put an MVP bet on Lamar. I think back then it was like over 1,000.
You know,
Bro,
I
bro,
think
at
it was
one
the first
point-
time a team started 0-2 and made the playoffs.
Really?
I'm pretty sure.
Oh,
They usually don't make it.
I think 0-2. I think it was 0-3. They were saying they usually don't make it.
Oh,
They
yeah, because the
They
Bengals
said they
went
lost.
0-3.
They said they lost one more game. It was going to be historically not, as it never happened.
Mm.
Who's first round pick this year? Titans.
Titans.
Well, I sent that out there, man. I do. I have a
We're
buddy.
giving
Work,
up Will Levis. I
I have
see
a-
Georgia's there.
I have a buddy that's a Titans fan, and he does not want to draft a quarterback at all. And not that he likes Will
They don't
Levis. I'm
have
gonna tell you.
nothing to do,
I'm gonna tell you his reasoning. Is every year they do the same thing where they draft a coordinator, O line, a tackle, something kind of like not exciting. He wants to have something exciting for him for once, like a Malik Neighbors. Like you bring Malik Neighbors with mediocre
So you get
quarterback
Travis Hunter,
play.
he's going to be playing wide receiver.
He-
No, he's going to be playing corner.
Yeah,
What?
well, he might play both.
No,
And
wait.
Travis
No,
Hunter-
wide receiver. Yeah, all the
He can play
scouts
fir-
said they wanted to play wide receiver.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is like bringing a Travis Hunter. That wasn't what he was saying though, but that's what I would say. Bring a Travis Hunter though, and bring excitement back to Tennessee a little bit, you know.
Right.
And there's gonna be free agency quarterbacks you can get this year. That kind of is like a 1 year kind of
Yeah,
stopgap.
Sam
Darnold's
Darnold,
gonna be
yeah.
on there.
You got Sam Darnold, you got Justin Fields. You're gonna have Kirk Cousins
Kirk
out
Cousins
there.
gonna be on
You have a bunch of guys available that, hey, you know what? If you bring in the Travis
Did you say
Hunter and he's
Justin Fields?
exciting, well, not Justin Fields,
Russell Wilson.
Russell Wilson, yeah, he's not super exciting. They probably don't win a lot of games, so they're probably in another quarterback draft next year, and you're building up kind of how the Giants did
Bro,
with
what they
Neighbors.
could do is,
Yeah.
honestly, you get those weapons like you were saying, get them in the draft like a Malik Neighbors, Brian Thomas
Yeah.
kind of deal. You know, get these weapons in, get a running back. You wait for Arch Manning.
Yeah,
Arch Manning is good. I'm saying it now. He's going to be a
How many more years?
Robert. He's probably going to break the Jaden Daniels rookie quarterback like shit. Like he's going to be the best quarterback we've ever seen.
clip it.
plus they also say
Clip that
like
shit.
they also say this quarterback draft class isn't that deep.
No,
anyway.
it's not. You got Shador, Dylan Gabriel, which I don't think Dylan Gabriel is.
I like Cam Ward a little
Cam
bit better.
Ward.
Cam Cam Ward. I like Cam Ward because his confidence is so fucking high, and he just rides and he plays to the very.
He's the
fucking
gamer.
end.
He's a gamer, and that's what you need, man.
Like
gamer.
whoever gets Cam Ward, which I think the Giants will have a good spot to compete for like a wild card spot against the Cowboys next year. I think Eagles, if say they go to the Super Bowl, whether they win or lose, I think they're gonna have a down year anyway because of free agency. And once you like win or lose a Super Bowl, you kind of have a down year regardless.
Mhm.
And in that division, the team that won the division that year doesn't win it again.
Right.
The following, like it's been a trend for over 25 years.
I just can't believe how the Giants botched their
Number
draft.
one pick, yeah.
Like, honestly, that was the biggest L of the season for them.
Oh, when Drew Lock fucking balled out
Like,
nowhere.
Bro, if I'm the coach, I'm wringing
They
Drew
get
Lock's
5
neck. What are you
touchdowns.
doing?
He went out and had like a crazy 5 touchdown, 250-yard game against I don't know who it was, but it was like Drew Lock is like, hey, look, I'm gonna be the starting quarterback next year still. That's exactly what it was. He was thinking job security. He's like, look, if I win this game, that means they can't draft somebody.
Right.
So I have a better chance of staying next year.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Shit.
Even if you have Drew Lock and Tommy DeVito, I think I don't even think they're all in on Drew Lock. I think they're more in on.
Yeah, but I
DeVito
mean-
because he was hurt this year, they couldn't really play him.
No, there's no way you're picking
DeVito?
DeVito over Drew Lock still.
I think it's because Dayball is locked. Not saying me. I'm saying Dayball is locked.
I don't
on
think
DeVito.
Dayball is locked in DeVito
Bruh.
either. I don't even think DeVito's locked in.
They're like,
Yeah, right. You're
like
correct.
that. Drew Lock and DeVito is like battle of the shitters, man.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, I'm
But
not
Drew
saying
Lock's
it's
slightly better.
not.
Drew
It is.
Lock
It's
is
two
better
shitty
than DeVito.
quarterbacks, but I think the organization is more on DeVito than they are Lock.
right. But like,
Drew Lock's
also, Drew Lock got his
You're a Drew
opportunity.
Lock guy. That's why.
I'm not a
That's
Drew
why
Lock
you're
guy.
saying that. Yeah,
Drew Lock got
bullshit.
his opportunity.
Yeah.
Broncos, Seahawks, and now the Giants, bro. He ain't do shit with
Yeah.
nothing.
It's Tommy DeVito. All he's known is for this. That's all he knows. He doesn't do anything.
That's when
What has
games.
What has Drew Lock done? What has Drew Lock
He hasn't
done?
done anything. But I'm gonna tell you right now.
Doesn't he do this? He's like,
I feel like
and
you
then
have.
he ended up throwing like 3 fucking interceptions after that. And
I'm
loses
just
the championship.
saying. If you start with Drew Lock and DeVito, right? Say you do 2 different seasons, right? Tommy DeVito's gonna win 1 game. Drew Lock's gonna win 2. That's all I'm saying. So Drew Lock is just slightly better.
Okay.
Who do
I
you-
think
who do
Tommy
you think-
DeVito. I think Tommy DeVito is worse than Will Levis.
Who do you think's going to win more games next year if they have a quarterback battle? Geno Smith or Sam Howell?
I don't like Geno Smith though.
But he's winning games.
Geno Smith, but I mean,
He had 10 wins this year. Sam Howell, you think he gets 10 wins?
No, I don't think it's.
You're a Sam Howell guy, though.
No. Don't use those words. I hate when you do this shit because we had this conversation last year, and you even agreed with me too.
Uh-huh.
Last year when Ron Rivera was running Washington,
Uh-huh.
we were like, Sam Howell. It's not all Sam Howell's fault.
No. it's
No,
not.
when you're throwing the ball 50 times a game,
Yeah.
there's an
No, I
issue.
agree.
That's all I said last year. See, you twist my words around. You make me try to feel like I'm these guys.
Yeah,
Shit.
the mediocre quarterbacks.
No. All I said, same with Mac Jones. Oh, you're a Mac Jones guy. No. I said
No,
that Mac
no, he
Jones.
was
Who is a
riding
Mac
with
Jones
Mac
guy?
Jones.
All
Who
I
the
said
hell is a
he
Mac
was
Jones
riding
guy?
with Mac- all I said was Mac Jones and Trevor Lawrence are the same player.
No, that's
Nah.
not where
That's
that's not how
right.
we got on that. That is
Bro,
not how
that's
we got on
crazy
that.
as hell because Mac Jones is absolute dog shit. Like, I'm taking Tommy DeVito over Mac Jones.
And Mac Jones and Trevor Lawrence, who you taking?
Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah.
Who you taking?
I think they're the same guy.
Bro,
No,
I'm
bro,
gonna tell you what, only because I get because I'm a Trevor Lawrence hater, kind of. But it's like Trevor Lawrence, he's had weapon after weapon almost every year, except for that the last 2 years now. Since they got
weapon.
Christian Kirk, he's had weapons after weapons after
I
weapons.
mean, Christian Kirk is that.
Christian Kirk balled his first 2 years there.
Bro,
Mac
but Mac
Jones-
Jones fucking sucks.
So does Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence averaged, at this point of his career, you know, Trevor Lawrence has almost as many turnovers as touchdowns.
Yeah.
For his career.
They split the season this year, and T-Law put up more yards, and T-Law outplayed Mac Jones. And they split
how
the
much?
season.
Not by a lot.
Mac Jones didn't even hit 2,000 yards.
Yeah.
T-Law did.
Yeah, T-Law hit 2,000. Mac Jones hit like 16, I think.
Mac Jones can't.
So it's a
do
400-yard difference.
nothing. He can't do nothing.
I'm not saying
Like in this
again,
league,
I
how
keep saying
how
he's
is
not
Mac
great.
Jones gonna be sustainable in this league, bro? He can't even move around. Like in the offseason, bro, you saw him do a little fucking scrambling drill or running drill, and
1,600.
he looks like a bag of ass.
And we can't. I don't know about the weapons thing. Like right now, their only weapons BTJ.
No, I'm talking about.
That's it.
I'm saying Mac Jones's years in New England versus his years. Trevor Lawrence's years in Jacksonville. Trevor Lawrence has had much better weapons. You have Ingram as a tight end. He's had Christian
give you
Kirk.
that.
You had
I don't know
different
about
running
Christian
backs.
Kirk.
You've
The
had
reason I don't
different
know about Christian Kirk is because when he
one
went to
down year.
Jacksonville, but when he went, he's only had one good year. When
He's had 2 good
when
years.
he
He's
was
been
in
there 3
Arizona,
years
he
now.
fucking sucked.
He's had 2 good
Like
years
he
with
got
Jacksonville.
lucky going to Jacksonville and having 1,000-yard season. He got lucky as shit.
Okay, so
Right.
so hear me out. Trevor Lawrence played more games with the same team. Trevor Lawrence had 2,000 passing yards to Mac Jones 1,600. Trevor Lawrence had 11 touchdowns and Mac Jones 8 touchdowns. Trevor Lawrence had 7 interceptions and Mac Jones 8 interceptions. They're essentially the same.
T-Law still outplayed him.
So in less
But not
games,
by-
Mac Jones had more interceptions than T-Law.
What's the win record?
I don't know.
That I couldn't see.
Bro,
Yeah, Mac Jones had more interceptions. I'm not saying Mac Jones is great. I'm just saying we hold Trevor Lawrence so much higher.
I
They're
don't
not-
think we hold him much
No,
higher.
I'm talking about Mac
I
Not
don't
Jones.
know.
much
I'm
higher.
talking about
But
Mac
it's
Jones.
definitely like
I'm talking about not
T-Law,
like
Mac Jones.
bro, like you just said, Tommy DeVito, Drew Lock. Drew Lock's winning 2 games. DeVito's winning
same
1.
situation.
Trevor Lawrence is winning 2
2
games. Mac Jones is winning 1.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. I'm not a Mac Jones guy. I'm just saying Trevor Lawrence and Mac Jones are essentially the same. I'm gonna be honest. I'd take Mac Jones' rookie year over most of Trevor Lawrence's year so far in the NFL. He had a better year. Trevor
Trevor
Lawrence-
Lawrence went to
no,
the playoffs.
Trevor-
He had a
Bro, man, I've been
year
agreeing
for
with you all pod,
Yeah,
bro.
but hear me
You're
out.
saying these dumbass takes
Yeah,
right now.
But Trevor Lawrence lives off of that that amazing comeback against the Chargers, right?
Yeah.
He was the reason why they were behind.
And
Trevor Lawrence lives off of digging himself out of a hole, not because he dug it out. Brandon Staley just sucks.
Bro, Mac Jones starts in the hole without even passing nothing.
I know.
Like he's just in the hole. He can't come out.
I'm just saying, like they're essentially the same as Zach, dude. They have same career stats and everything.
well, if we're talking about this right now, and then 5 years down the road, Mac Jones is gonna go through the fucking Sam Darnold shit, and then
Bald.
have
Hey,
a
all right.
Hear me out.
year.
Trevor Lawrence has 69 career passing touchdowns and 46 interceptions already.
Yeah,
We didn't say he was good.
Right.
I'm just saying, but like Mac Jones is not much worse.
Who are you taking, Drew Lock or is Mac Jones?
That's a tough one.
Oh my
Yo, hear me out. No, but look at this. 55 to 54 interceptions, right? 55 touchdowns for Mac Jones and 44 interceptions, right?
Right.
You go to Trevor Lawrence, 69 to 46.
Nah, but bro, has Mac Jones ever hit 4K?
No, he hasn't.
All right then.
But you know who also hit?
And that's all he can do.
But you know who also hit 4K is Jameis Winston. Like the whole yard
Oh my
thing.
God,
bro.
brought up Jameis Winston after I
Jameis Winston clears Mac Jones,
He
Trevor
does.
Lawrence.
Yeah, but the whole. But again, Jameis Winston still is known for a 30 interception season.
Yeah, 30 for 30.
30 for 30.
All right.
My bad. I got yeah, it's just Trevor Lawrence shit. really
Real
pisses
quick
me off.
question. We're already at 141.
Yeah,
All right.
we got to wrap it up here soon.
Last question that we can end off of. What team are you most excited to see next season?
That's a hard one.
I'm saying the Patriots.
Why?
Drake May, and then they got
Drake
Vrabel
May
at coach.
sucks.
What?
He's ass.
Bro,
See,
no.
you're
Bro, you're
recency
creeping,
bias
bro.
because of Joe Milton's game at the end of the year. That's all you're
Joe
doing.
Milton's
That.
exciting.
Bro,
you're doing
He
recency
just
bias.
can't fucking throw. That's all.
No,
Like,
you're
he
doing
can't throw
very
accurately
recency
either.
bias on that one.
Drake May is going to get a weapon in the offseason, along with, Hunter Henry being a pretty damn good tight end. And Vrabel is a winning coach and knows what the fuck he's doing. That coach this past year for the Patriots,
Draw Mayo. You didn't like
he
him?
fucking sucked.
Yeah, he did.
He sucked, bro. I think the Patriots got really something to look forward to next year. And Drake May, I seen flashes. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, they beat the Bengals first week at
Yeah.
Bengals.
Yeah.
And then also,
Everybody
like
beat
with
the
Drake
Bengals,
May's defense, all he had was
I
really
know.
Hunter Henry this year. He hasn't had
But-
really a lot of help.
Rookie coming in,
Yeah, no. Right.
I think Drake May, he saw.
I
see
used to
flashes
love Drake, man, when I watched him at UNC. Like his what was his first year where he balled out and then he declined to go into the draft.
Mhm.
I was like, damn, this dude's better than fucking Justin Herbert. He's gonna go in, he's gonna ball. He was my favorite quarterback to watch.
Right.
Second year slump. Again, he didn't have like Josh Downs and shit like that, so he didn't have a guy to throw to. Comes into the league. He didn't really show me anything. I didn't see the year prior when he was at UNC. So I'm like, you got to give this guy weapons
Right.
to perform. Not saying if he gets the weapons, he's not going to be exciting because obviously I liked him when he had Josh Downs and was balling at UNC, but him as a Patriot, I think it's just a bad fit. I think he's going to go through the Mac Jones treatment. He's going to be claimed as this great quarterback. 3 years down the road, they're going to have a different quarterback.
No, first off, you're not going to compare him to Mac Jones, even though I just ran.
I'm telling you, you're going to compare him
There's
to
no way
Jones.
you're comparing
Mac Jones went from a
in his
championship.
tenure.
He won a championship before he got drafted. He was one of the highest ranked quarterbacks that
No, he
year.
was not
Yes,
high
he
ranked.
was.
There's no way Mac Jones was high ranked.
Yes, he was.
Maybe it had been a weak quarterback draft, but
It wasn't weak. Joe Burrow was in that. Oh no, he wasn't. Joe Burrow was before.
Yeah.
But I'm saying that's my prediction for Drake May. I don't see a bright future. That's why I'm thinking. And he could turn it around. I have no idea. New coaching staff, new coordinators.
Yeah, I think that's my pick for who I'm looking forward to seeing next year. What about anybody got a team? that they're
my
looking
pick
forward
would
to seeing?
be the Chargers.
Why?
I'm gonna tell you
I
why.
don't know, Greg Roman there. I don't like it.
I'm gonna go Chargers, and I was also thinking Denver, but I'm gonna tell you why. You saw what Jim Harbaugh did with his first year there. You know, yes, everyone remembers the Justin Herbert turnover game at the playoffs, but throughout the season, Justin Herbert was playing a whole lot better than what you've seen over the years. Like you turned down a lot of the mistakes, and I think with Lad McConkey in there, he's only going to get better. And I really, in my heart, think what they're going to do is they're going to make a move for a top tier wide receiver in the offseason because Quentin Johnson's not the answer, and you have a healthy J.K. Dobbins maybe throughout the year. I really think there's a lot of positive things with the Chargers, especially with Jim Harbaugh being there. I think he's first year back. Give him another year. I think he's really going to be right there.
Real quick, with championship weekend here, and the Bills playing the Chiefs, I'm just gonna give you this nice Josh Allen call I just pulled, just for you, buddy.
Yeah, okay.
Show the cam. Show the cam.
Yeah.
Let's go to the cam.
Just for we know he's.
I'm an Allen guy. I won't deny it. I've never denied it.
Josh Allen.
I've never denied that I'm an Allen guy. You know what I'm saying? Again, he's better than Jalen Hurts. That's all I got.
He's better than Jalen Hurts. I think he's better than Jalen Hurts.
All right, so you got Chargers. I got Patriots. Exciting. Looking forward to seeing next season. David.
I don't know, dude. I gotta say Seahawks. I mean, they've won 10 games this year. They didn't make the playoffs. It's a tough division.
You think Gino's going to be right there next year?
I'm not thinking about Gino. I'm thinking about what Mike McDonald can do to fix that situation.
Okay. And what is he going to do
The
with
offense
the
is
quarterback
great.
situation?
I don't know, but the offense is great.
I mean, like you just ragging on mine for the Chargers. They have a quarterback.
The offense is great. You got Kenneth Walker and Charbonnet. If you take Kenneth Walker off of that team, Charbonnet is a top 5 running back in the league. He's a baller.
Top 5 though.
No,
top 10 running back in the league.
Okay. All right.
Like 7.
Can you name 5 like top 5
running backs?
Yeah.
The only ones I know are Derrick Henry and Saquon Barkley.
Okay. I mean, I guess top 10
and Jahmyr Gibbs.
Right. You got to Josh Jacobs in there.
And Josh Jacobs. So there's 5.
Okay.
And then
besides that, what's exciting about the offense though? And then DK.
You got a 3-headed monster. If they re-sign DK, you got DK, JNS. I mean, you don't need to keep Tyler Lockett.
Yeah, you're right.
He's still balling at his age.
Yeah,
right.
You need a tight end. Okay. You have a decent offensive line. You can build off of that. And their defense is great. They have one of the best secondaries in the league.
Right.
Yeah.
I
mean, have a quarterback.
They're not built to win a championship, but they are built to prepare to win a championship.
So it's exciting to watch the team.
It's exciting to watch them.
Not built to win a championship play.
I mean, you're watching the Chargers.
I feel like the Chargers are more built to win a championship than Seattle.
Fuck no. Chargers suck. Hell, they're ass. When Ravens saw them, bang, 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 fucking suck. Jim Harbaugh, ass.
So
out of his prime.
Who you don't think they put the same beat down on Seattle?
Who?
The Ravens.
Oh yeah, they do.
So that argument is irrelevant then. If you're saying they're trash because they lost to the Ravens, it's the same thing happened in Seattle too.
I mean, Jim Harbaugh's just out of his prime.
I'm gonna be honest.
Justin
I think
Herbert's not a great quarterback like everybody thinks.
I'm not saying he's great, but I think he's at least close to the
They
top
have no
10.
weapons on offense besides Lad McConkey.
They're going to get weapons.
They don't. J.K. Dobbins sucks. Gus Edwards sucks.
Their Gus Edwards
Their
sucks.
best running back is a fullback.
Gus Edwards suck.
Yes, Gus Edwards ass. Pull up his stats. Go ahead.
He had a bad year. I agree, but like,
Terrible year. He's
you
going to
just
be a
think-
running back
no.
in the league.
I don't think Gus.
oh
Edwards
my
really had
God,
a
he
good
went from
year.
hold on. He
He had
went from
under
saying Gus
four-
Edwards
he
was
had
great
under
last year.
four
Now you're
games
saying he
average.
shouldn't be a running back.
because he was in a better system. Greg Roman sucks.
So this isn't
Greg
Gus
Roman's
Edwards'
still-
fault then. You're saying Gus Edwards shouldn't be a running back,
He shouldn't be a running back. He sucks.
but last year he's
Who's
so
better,
great. And this year
JK
is a different.
or Gus?
JK.
Okay.
JK's better than Gus. Hands down.
Right.
There's
Oh
no
my
comparison.
God, dude.
That
Good,
defense,
Good.
that defense fucking sucked.
What you got?
It blew.
What you
There's
got?
not a team that I'm really looking forward to watching. But I do want to see the Panthers turning around. That is
Mm.
Bro,
dumb
I
pick.
forgot about them. Bryce
Damn,
Young had-
that's a good pick.
I like
he had
the
a
guy.
good second half of the
If
year.
they really get,
Yeah.
I like that man.
Mhm.
I just hope they turn around. And yeah, he started at the end. He sort of flashes that Bryce Young. Okay, he can wield this
Is-
team a little bit.
Is Thielen good to stay another year for them, or is
I
he
think
on?
so.
Is he a free agent?
I would think. But they got Chuba Hubbard. I like Chuba Hubbard.
Yeah, Chuba Hubbard
He's
did
solid.
have a good. Bro, I'm taking
Thing is-
Chuba Hubbard over Charbonnet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right now, yeah.
All right.
And I think he's their backup.
Chuba. It's just the thing is, Chuba might not even be
No,
the
is that
starter.
rookie?
And they got
Is that
Miles
rookie?
Sanders.
They got that
got
rookie
Jonathan
note.
Brooks.
And last year.
That Jonathan Brooks.
Jonathan
kid they
Brooks
brought.
played a couple of
That's right,
snaps and
yeah.
fucked up his knee again.
And then what? Yeah.
And he was already just
Yeah.
coming bouncing back from an
I know.
injury.
Yeah,
That's what he
but-
done.
Oh,
I
he's a
know.
Brooks. And I like Jonathan Mingo.
You a Brooks guy?
Jonathan Mingo
Who?
might be
You a
good.
Brooks guy?
Jonathan Brooks.
Yes.
I mean, I thought he was going to be a great running back, but he keeps blowing his knee out.
Okay.
Mm.
All right. All right. So
All through Denver too. I mean, I know I already picked my one team, but I am excited. That was a tough one for me too because
They're exciting.
they're
to watch.
missing a running back. That's really what they're missing. Bo
Yeah.
Nix is exciting,
And a tight end.
and Bo Nix at
They're not
certain
gonna
points
turn
throughout
out.
the season had the chance to steal that award from Jaden Daniels too.
Facts.
When Jaden Daniels started hitting that slump after that rib injury, Bo Nix was just kept playing at a high level. And
they're
I
going to be
think-
a threat next year.
I think Bo Nix is going to just. We talked about it. He's was
Yeah.
the most NFL
I think
ready
if Bo
quarterback,
Nix
I
can
thought.
get his mechanics straight with not turning the ball over, and if Sean Payton does bring in a running back and a tight end for him, I think that the Broncos will be a threat against the Chiefs.
But I mean, like the turnovers ain't even an issue. I mean, Jaden Daniels had 3 less turnovers than
Bo Nix.
Bo Nix. Like,
I know.
so what's?
I think it's the team. The overall team of the Commanders is better than the Broncos.
But you just said get the turnovers for Bo. I thought.
Yeah, fix the turnovers. Yeah,
But it's
The
not that
Broncos
big
have
of
a better defense than the Commanders.
they do, but they don't have better.
But I wouldn't blame like games really necessary this season on
And
Bo Nix for
I think
turnovers.
Jaden
I don't think
Daniels
that
is
was
a
the
better
biggest weak.
quarterback than Bo Nix.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Even
but I
though Bo Nix going into the season, I thought he was like going to be,
Most
he was going to be the best quarterback in the draft.
I thought he was
Jaden
gonna
Daniels
fall.
surprised everybody because he's such a raw talent. Nobody, we're still thinking that the NFL is in this pocket passing era that nobody knows how to mold a running quarterback, and Jaden Daniels completely showed out.
Right.
Yeah, no, I agree. No, I think the only problem with that Broncos is since they have no running back, teams just game plan for Bo Nix to throw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You give him that extra little backfield help.
Javante
And
Williams.
I'm gonna be
like,
sucks.
I'm gonna be
mid.
honest. You give the
Very
same
mid.
running back duo you have in Washington on Denver. I think
I don't-
Bo Nix looks not completely,
No,
but I
it-
think he
it
looks a
helps
whole
a
lot better. I think he looks a whole lot better because
But
you have that
The
safety net.
difference between Bo Nix and Jaden Daniels in the run game, yeah, Bo Nix is a dual threat quarterback, yes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know,
But you don't look at Bo Nix and say, oh, he's going to run for like over 50 yards
No.
in this game.
He's
That's
passing.
the difference between Jaden Daniels and Bo Nix.
But
You're preparing for the run with Jaden Daniels. And I compare, like, Brian Robinson had a shit year this year. He sucked. Austin Eckler, he was in and out this year.
Right.
yeah.
And
They're
the
relying
Commanders
on
are
Mike
also
Willis.
a running back away from being a great offense.
Yeah.
I think that's very comparable when it comes to the difference is Jaden Daniels is more, people see him as more of a dual threat than Bo Nix.
I didn't read this comment. So Matt, how excited are you to see Josh Allen today?
I'm excited if he hits that one touchdown parlay at least for us.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
thanks.
At a
Facts,
minimum,
facts.
at least, you know.
Yeah, and that
Nah.
Keon Coleman 20. I'll need that.
I think that's gonna
I
be.
think
I
easy.
think that's gonna be a lot.
That's a
today,
lot.
dude.
Yeah,
I think he's gonna have a monster game. Not monster, but I think he's gonna be their main target for this.
All right.
So everybody agrees. We all want to see the Super Bowl be Bills Commanders.
Mhm.
We all don't think that's
That'd
gonna
be
happen.
exciting.
That'd be
That'd be a great
that'd
Super
feed
Bowl.
families.
Someone won
Right.
a shit ton of money betting that on.
I
it all
think
season.
that'll be just an exciting Super Bowl as the Bengals and Rams
Mhm.
a couple
Yeah.
years ago.
Something different.
That
for
was a
teams,
great
different
Super Bowl,
years.
bro. That was a great Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Anybody got anything else?
No, that's it.
Why don't you
We're
close
at-
this one out?
Almost 2 hours, 1 hour and 53. We got 111 people in here live right now. You want to end it off, David?
All right, so this is the outro. Remember, we're on X. Follow us on X at Brews and Ball Pod.
Mm-hmm.
We're on YouTube at Brews Ball Pod. We are on Instagram at Brews and Ball Pod, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
Well,
So-
TikTok, too. now.
TikTok.
And we're on
Brews and
TikTok
Ball.
too. We went from our previous name, Breakfast and Ball, to Brews and Ball, and we will be getting content out shortly.
Yes,
100%.
sir. Yep.
Yeah, go follow us on everything, man. Come on.
Yeah,
Send them numbers up.
Yeah.
And we also had like a pre-meeting today too. We got a lot of exciting things coming out the pipeline within. You guys are gonna see within the
Yes,
next
sir.
couple weeks. I feel.
We're going, and
Gonna be
the
great.
live pods and everything are going to be weekly. You know,
Yep.
maybe 2 a week. You never know. So everybody just stay tuned. We're going to keep it up.
And one last thing too, guys. And if you guys follow us on Twitter, and if you're a fan for a team, ever want to hop on, reach out.
Yeah.
We're bringing on.
thanks.
We're
Yeah.
love to bring on as many different, especially people that support us. We want to bring back to you guys because without you guys, we're not here at all.
Yeah, facts.
100%.
We got 116 here. End it off.
All right, so this is the Brews and Ball crew, and we talked about Championship Sunday. So let's see what happens. Go Birds!
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Fuck.
There's going to be some great games tonight, boys.
All right, guys. I hate to